I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the new song. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough you never guess. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard, I'm ready to change. Scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Cody Vision Production. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego! I ain't here to wake nobody up, I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title? We about to get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Let me get it to the chat. Commander, what up, Nine? The Minister, the General of Defense is in the building. Shout out to my Nine. That's my Nine. Dee 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 dee. My brother in arms, Bronze, flat power God. What up, though, bro? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Naga, what up, though? I hope you in here. Yeah. We had a conversation with Naga earlier on Gary channel. Shout out to my 33 brother. It was a dope conversation. You know, we got some clarity and some understanding, and we had a good build off of it. So, shout out to that. You know, I like the examples. You know, I like to present examples. You know, become the solution. You know, so shout out to Naga. But yeah, tonight, shout out to everybody who voted. I don't know who voted because I don't think nobody commented. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate that. You know, the activity on the community wall. I want to get it popping. Because I think I'm gonna just do a lot of the content that I want to do. I'm gonna do the uploads, and we still gonna do some pop the balloon reactions. We gonna do all that, but yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing uploads. That way, I can put the content on different platforms, not just this one. But yeah. So shout out to y'all, man. You know, uh, what's a person's perception say about them? That's the title of the show, right? So let's get into that. I'm gonna just give y'all the answers, right? Um, we gonna make this short and sweet, right? You know, that's how I like information. I like to give it to. Uh, damn, I can't shout that person out, but a person once told me sometimes you gotta break the information down like you feeding a baby. You gotta pre it, you know. So that's what we gonna do with this. But we have to ask the question first. You know, what's a person's perception say about them? And it says a lot. Writers, what up, though, sir? Hey, I missed that video, but I commented on there. Yeah, especially building like that, where we actually can have an impact on the youth. Definitely, because even what I'm developing, I can give you the information and show you how to implement that, as far as teaching emotional intelligence, building self esteem and self confidence. Just the program I built just for these first 7 months, I can actually, give you that and coach you up on how you can implement that. So yeah, we can definitely network and we definitely can build. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. Shout out to Rachel, man. Rachel, you got a wrench. Yeah, Rachel, you can drop your link. Usually I only do it for members, but certain people Duke has special privileges. So, and she one of them because she been rocking out with me since the beginning and just what she doing. So if she got a membership or not, Rach links can be dropped because yeah, we networking. So like I said, she might not be a 9, but she support the 9 and 9 support her. So definitely. Bud Files, what up? Hey, I was watching your premiere earlier, and then I got a phone call. I got to go back and finish that. It's on my watch list though. Shout out to Bud Files, man. Hey, you can drop Bud Files. Any members, they links can be dropped. Members, you can hit exclamation point word. Your link will be dropped too. That's a privilege. Y'all go ahead and abuse it. But yeah. So don't know how to drop a link on the phone. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when Commander get a minute, I don't know if she's driving, she can hook it up. But yeah, what a person perception, right? What do it say about them? So I'm gonna just give you same thing. We can delineate if y'all like to do that. I will do that for the members. Any discussion we having, if y'all want me to go into great detail, I do that for the members. You know what I'm saying? But what does a person's perception say about them? So I'm gonna give you the biggest thing, right? This is what a person's perception say about them, right? It tells you how they think, how they process information, how they assimilate information, how they take in, how they process it, and how they respond to it or react. Respond or react. So that's one thing. It tell you how a person thinks, how a person, process information, right? That's the main thing. A person's perception. That's what it's going to tell you. It's also going to tell you something else significant. It's going to tell you about a person's mind state, right? What a person's mind state is how the emotions influence the way of thinking. So when you hear mind state, that's just a basic understanding, right? Paraphrase. But that's what a mind state is how your emotions affect the way you think, right? So it's going to tell you about the mind state and it's going to tell you about the mindset. Now, the mindset is a set of beliefs, traits, attributes. Um, it'll tell you a person's mindset. So the mind state and mindset is two different things, right? It's two different things. If y'all want to get into the definitions, let me know because I can look it up instead of just giving you my understanding. Y'all know I like to do that too. We can actually look at the actual definitions of the terms I'm using or the concept. So that's what it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you how a person processes information, how a person emotions influence the way they think, and it's also going to tell you about a person's mindset, right? That's what a person's perception will tell you. So that's a good question, right? That's a good understanding of why you should try to understand, or I like to use the word comprehend because it's more detailed, right? Because that's what, if you understand a person's perception, the way a person perceives things, you're comprehending them. You're not understanding them, you're comprehending them. So, and by doing that, you can understand how to interact, or if you even should interact with them. So, oh, my bad, my bad. How long was I on mute? Shortage in my, I don't know if it's in my headphones or I think it's in my headphones. Yeah, I think, yeah. Hold on, let me check something. Because I know sometimes when I do that, it switch. Yeah. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I know it did that. How did it not recognize? Oh, okay. Can you hear me better now? Okay, just a few seconds. Okay. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know my cable came. It was loose under my mic. Perception versus conception. Yeah, but um, so it is basically how perception is how you use your senses, right, to intake information or to become aware of your surroundings or what you're dealing with. That's perception. It's the way you use your senses to intake information. But it does things. It start building beliefs. It gives you awareness. Now you're aware of stuff. Then the more you're aware of stuff, the more you can learn, the more you can know, gain wisdom. So this is what perception is, right? Um, but Just want to give you a working definition. All right, I don't know. I know when I'm on this, I should have just went regular. I started to. I don't know why I went vertical. I think I'm just used to it. So perception, the act or ability of perceiving. Perception refers to the act or ability of perceiving, which includes awareness of surroundings, objects, conditions, or forces through sensation, capacity for understanding. Now is an example of a word, history, phrase. Awareness of things through the senses. So that's basically what perception is. But it builds something. It starts building belief. It builds awareness. Um, it builds knowledge, and it leads to wisdom. Right? That's what perception is. That's what it does. So it's the way we perceive, and like I said, it tells you about those different things. What builds that is our experiences, right? And how we experience things, right? So if you say if you've been mugged before, right? If you walking down the street and somebody mugged you and they was wearing a hood and they walked fast and they was aggressive, you go start perceiving people on the street as threats. A lot of times people when you start because that's the experience you had, people wearing hoods walking towards you aggressively. Last time that happened, you get mugged, right? It's different. If it was dark, if the alleyway was a certain, even smells will start triggering thoughts. Thoughts will trigger emotion. Emotions create more thoughts. Then you act out on it. That's the process of receiving information. Your senses receive it, it kick it back to your brain. Your brain gives you a thought. That thought sparks an emotion, tell you how to feel about it. Once it tells you how to feel about it, you get another thought, and then you either act or don't act. That's the whole process of intaking and outtaking information. That's how it works. So the way you looking at things, and like I said, it affect. You can tell how a person process things. And one other thing, because I had 4 points. The last point with it with perceptions, when you understand a person's perception or what a person's perceptions say about them, you can understand their maturity levels, right? And I'm gonna touch on all these different ways we get into understanding where it comes from and where it was built. But you can the way people perceive things, you can tell their maturity level. What did I mean by that? When we think of maturity, a lot of times people just associate physical, the way we grow. But no, it's also the way we think, it's the way we feel, it's how we interact with all these different actions within us. Even the way we interact with money is a thing called financial maturity, how you perceive money. Social maturity, how you interact with people. There's different forms of maturity, but a person's perception, like think about this. When you was a kid, you thought as a kid. Everything was about you. You didn't really care about anything outside yourself as a kid. If you wanted something, you wanted it. You didn't think about what it took for your parents to get it. You didn't take none of that into consideration. You seen something and wanted. And some adults are like that now. They think everything is about them. But a mature mind understands that life is bigger than just me. We just a grain of sand on the beach, a blip in time. That's all we are. And then when you begin to have kids, that's responsibility. You see some parents who neglect their kids, but with in maturity, you understand this child ain't asked to be here. I decided to make it, so it's my responsibility to take care of it to the best of my ability. And guess what? I might have to sacrifice some things. Yeah, but guess what? That's why I made this decision to have a kid. That's maturity. Immaturity, it'll just be about you. So mentally, Just because you mature physically doesn't mean you mature mentally, and that will tell how you perceive things emotionally, right? If you know how it feels to be hurt, why would you go out and hurt other people? That's maturity, because you understand how it feels, not just for yourself, but now you can grasp how it feels for someone else. You can have empathy or sympathy for someone else because you know how it feels. Now, when you're immature, like I said, you have that child like maturity. It's just about you. So, a person's perception, how they look at things, it can tell you about their maturity levels too. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. So, those four aspects, it can tell you how they assimilate or process things. It can tell you um, their mind state, their mindset, and the maturity level. Them just four basic things. Four easiest things um, to analyze when you observing someone. Four easiest things to identify, I should say, while you observing someone, how they process things, their perception. But how they process things is heavily influenced upon their experiences in life. You know, two people can go through the same thing and have different understandings or different feelings about it. They can think about it differently or feel about it differently. They can go through the same exact thing. I know people who've been in a car accident who never want to get in a car again. Then I know people who get in car accidents and be like, shit happens. It's just how they process things. It's their perception of life. But what builds that is the experiences, and it's how you intake the experience. A lot of times when we experience something that's traumatic and we don't heal from it, it will continuously affect us. You can have something happen to you when you were a kid, right? And you think you grew out of it or got over it, but you still have triggers when you're an adult from that same experience. Different things remind you of that and it triggers you. It don't even have to be the same thing. It can be something you smelled during that traumatic experience, something you seen during that traumatic. Remember, we talking about the way you intake information, right? The way you intake it. So the way you intake experiences will heavily affect you if you don't heal from it. Right? That's why people have trust issues. A lot of it stems from their childhood, abandonment issues. A lot of it stems from the childhood. They never healed from it. So now it's affecting them in their adult life. Now, how does that affect their perception? Well, if a person have abandonment issues and they feel like you neglecting them, it's going to trigger them. They will perceive small things like not answering the phone or not being around them too often as you're abandoning them, and it will trigger them. I've been with a girl like that. I didn't know she had abandonment issues until after the fact, but she expected every time she called me, I answered the phone. I was at work, or sometimes I just didn't feel like answering it. But if I didn't, then it was an issue. And I'm like, it ain't that serious. And I was young too. I'm like, it ain't that serious. But everybody walked out on her. Well, all the men walked out on her in her life. Her daddy, her uncles passed away when she was young. Her granddaddy passed away. She didn't like men came in and out of her life. Even a dude she dated, she was like, once they get what they want, they dip. So if I wasn't constantly giving her attention, she felt that's due to her experiences. So her perception was warped, where maybe, like I said, I was at work sometimes. She not thinking about that. She just know I'm not answering the phone. That because of the experience she had, that was her prior experiences with guys. They wouldn't answer the phone because they was cheating on her. They wouldn't answer the phone because they didn't want her no more. That was her past experience, and she never healed from it. So she carried it to the next relationship, to the next relationship, to the next relationship. And anybody who been in those situations know, Chris, what up, though? Meek in the building. What up, though? And anybody who been in those relationships, right, where people keep reminding you of what they experienced in the past and how something you doing is eventually that make you not want to be with a person. So if a person is constantly accusing you of something, after a while you gonna be like, you know what, I'm straight, I'm good, and then they gonna be like, see, told you. Or if a person constantly think, I dated this one girl, she kept saying she wasn't good enough for me. She kept saying that, and then I'm like, damn, I started thinking that like you the one who keeps saying it, but then she started doing stuff, and I'm like, you pushing me away. But that's how they perceive things. Hold on 1 second. My bad, y'all. Happy wife, happy life. My bad. Yep, my wife is like that because of her childhood. Yeah. So, um, what Meek say? Yeah, rejection. Meek, I did a show. I got to do another show on rejection, man, because hey, this wild. That's all I'm saying. It's wild because there's levels to rejection. But yeah, definitely. So, um, back to the so a person's perception, it can tell you about how they process things. You know, um, so then we switch over to the mind state, right? So how does a person's mind state get built by perception, or how can you identify it? So, like I said, what a mind state is how your emotions influence your thoughts, right? So a lot of times when you interacting with people, um, you'll notice how, like maybe how they take things, that the same thing, same situation happen, and they may can take it. They be cool about it one time, and then the next time they just blow up about it. Well, what's the difference? It's the emotional state. That's what a mind state relates to, the emotional state that creates or influence thoughts. So now you can tell people emotional state by the way they perceive things, right? But how do you do that? How can you identify a person's emotional state on how they are perceiving things? You ever been in a situation where somebody was 100% wrong? Well, I ain't gonna say 100% wrong, but a person was wrong, but they were so upset they couldn't see it, and then after they calmed down, they realized like, damn, I was wrong, and they come back and apologize. That's a person's mind state. It's because their emotions ain't allowing them to rationally think. So a person's perception. So if I can sit up here and give you factual information and I can tell that you're in one of those lower emotional states, anger, uh, sad, anxiety, confused, all those lower mind states or emotional states, I can tell by the way you're looking at stuff. You're not using a rational or thinking mind. Sometimes, I mean, it happened a lot with females with me. That's why I be telling people my experience with females. This is what I learned. When they mad, just let them be right. Because if they real and they honest and they true, when they calm down, they start thinking and then they come back and make it right. That's what always worked for me. I'm not gonna say let's go every female. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about women, women who can rationally think. Women who honest, women who accept accountability. Those type of women, if they get emotional, just let them pop off, say what they want to say, and then later on, once they calm down and think, then they come back and apologize, or they come back and try to make it right. It'll be, but I understand their emotional state, their emotions are affecting the way they think right now. So let them calm down. It's men like that too. Men be like that. So I ain't go. I'm just using that because Mo, what up though? Monique in the house. What up, sir? I'm just using women because we most commonly say women, and that's what I do. That's like real life shit with me. Like I've been raised around women, so I know sometimes they just be emotional, but real women, they snap, and then they come back like, you know what, I was chirping, my bad, you know and they correct action. I'm not saying every female do that. I'm not talking about the females. I'm talking about the women. So me personally, I just let them have it. Like, okay, you can have it because I understand um the mental state. I understand their emotions are affected, but that's me comprehending the way they're perceiving things. So that's how I can identify. But even with that, you got to kind of know a person, right? You got to kind of know a person, and then a person beliefs, right? So it's some things that um shout out to Naga because earlier we was talking about belief and fact, right? It's some things that people believe and you just not changing that belief. No matter if it's not factual, anything. This is just thing. This is what motivates a person. This is what inspires a person. So just because they can't prove it factual, uh, in a sense where other people know it or believe it, they don't care. This is their shit. So they rock with it. But you can see that because, like I said, I'm just observing. Like if I'm talking about something and I got facts in front of me and I'm giving it to you and you tell me, well, you know what, that's cool. This is my belief. I'm not debating my belief. You can tell a person's mind state. That's their shit. Something people stand on and have unwavering faith. That's you can tell the way they perceive things. And now we talk again, perception is how we look at things. So if a person is looking at something with a definite, then it's 9 times out of 10 is a belief. Now you telling their mindset. That's just a person belief. No matter what it is, if it's religious, if it's cultural, if it's spiritual, if that's their belief, that's their belief. That's their mindset. This is what they do. This is what they live. This is why they know. So understanding that when you interacting with people, and a lot of this is to identify within us too. You know, it's good to have this information to know about others, but you won't truly be able to understand someone else until you know yourself. Until you know yourself, you won't truly be able to understand no one else. So a lot of this information is to identify things in us. I was telling sis earlier, shout out to Tate. I was telling her earlier, this would change my mind. I mean, would change my life was understanding the concept or overstanding or comprehending the concept of perception. It changed my life because I was able to understand why I looked at certain things a certain way. Right? I understood why I looked at things a certain way, but I didn't know before. I knew the concept of perception, but I never asked why. I never asked why. Oh, Commander, check this out. You know what I never did, Commander? Where is it at? I never.
Why? Tell them that it's human nature.
Why? Why? I kept messing with Gary. I was like, I gotta clip that. I'm not done. Watch how I make the drop with that. I just had to put that on there. Why? Why? Men get their periods too. Angry. Sound like my baby pops. Although he calls women emotional creatures. Hey man, look, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, women are. Look, this is cliche. Look, okay, look, wait, hold on. I got a couple more minutes. We got to get to. We have mindset. Let me get through maturity, and then we'll get into petty time. But I think the link is dropped too. I just got one more point I want to make, and then y'all can flood the panel or whatever y'all want to do. But this part right here too. Um, a person's perception, what you can tell from a person's perception, is their maturity level. I think I explained that a little earlier. You know, when we were children, we thought as children, we were selfish. When we became adults, we understood that the world is bigger than us. You know, so when you talk about maturity, it's not just about you, but how you can affect the things around you in a positive way. That's my definition of maturity. You know, you begin to understand how you can be a positive impact on things around you and your environment. But it's basically growth or elevation. You know, definition for maturity is growth or elevation. But that's what growth is, right? You being able to not only have a positive impact on your own life, but positive impact on other people's lives. You know, a lot of times, like I had to grow up fast. You know, my grandmother raised me. She from down south. You know, she was picking cotton at like 4 years old. So I was outside in the garden. I had a newspaper route at 6 years old. She woke me up in the morning and made me pass out papers. Wasn't a legal job, but she got the paper out and made me do the work. She drove while I ran and threw the papers on the porch. So you know that's what we did. You know that's how my grandmother brought me up. So I had responsibilities at a young age. So I had to mature fast. All right, but I was responsible, but I was reckless. I was responsibly reckless. Um, that's the best way I can put it. You know, I did reckless things responsibly, if that makes sense. Um, but it is a person's maturity level, and when I understood I matured is when I start taking other people into consideration. Even on this app, man, it's like a lot of times I can say stuff or I can correct a person when they wrong. I don't do it, you know. A lot of times for me, it's not necessary, right? If I can comprehend or understand what a person's saying, I'm not going to correct them on grammar because I know I say some words, you know, wrong. And if I don't think it's beneficial, if it's more harmful, these are the things that process in my mind. Like when I'm talking to people, sometimes you will do you constantly correcting someone on something little or minute, you can break someone like that. You know, you can help someone or you can break them, but it's the social intelligence, the social awareness, your own personal thing. Some people do stuff to embarrass people. Some people do stuff to help them, right? But you don't know this person's experience. So they may be used to people correcting them with the intent of embarrassing them. So now you go to correct them, and that's their experience, right? That's their experience. So you have to find another approach. but you have to observe to even understand that, right? So if I was in that situation, another approach would be like, hey, look, let me know if this bothers you, and just be clear on your intention. That's why I try to be transparent as possible with y'all. I try to be transparent, right? Like me personally, I never said I was positive. I've never said that. I've never claimed to be a positive person. I don't do that because I know in a minute I'm gonna be whatever I need to be, right? That's just reality to me. I'm only what people allow me to be, right? That's what I am. But I come on here with positive intent. I come on here to build. It's my actions that prove what my character. I can say anything, right? I can sit up here and say anything. I'm positive, I'm this, I'm that, but it's my actions that describe my character. Rach, what up, though, sis?
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Blessings, blessings. What you doing? What's up?
Chill, chill.
Yeah, you was up here sounding just like my baby pop show. I swear to God, every time he talk about certain females in his past, he was like, "Yo, I was with an unstable creature."
Yeah, see, this is the thing. It's so cliche. Everybody always equate emotions or emotional intelligence to women. Like, oh, women are more in tune with their emotions. I beg to differ. I would debate anybody that. I will debate that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because in society, we have a built-in excuse for women um, being over emotional, and is widely accepted. We have a built-in excuse. Women are emotional. We say that all the time. Oh, don't mind her. She's just emotional. That's what women do. We excuse the lack of emotional intelligence in women. So if we excuse it, how can we say women have more or are more in tune with their emotions than men? But it's a human thing because that's not all women and that's not all men because men are just I think it's more dangerous when men are emotional than women. I think men are more dangerous, being emotional, unstable than women or women. We tend to destroy shit. We start breaking stuff. Oh, Rach, you fell down? Oh, my bad. Did I drop you down?
I don't know what just happened.
I looked up and I'm like, hold on, where Rach at?
I was over here talking. I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, all I see is the word. I was checking this thing. I was sharing it to my because I'm on the phone. I'm new to the phone stream yard thingy really still.
Did you download the app, the StreamYard app? It worked.
They have
It
an
worked.
app?
Yeah, StreamYard.
Oh
So,
shit.
I'm telling you, it worked. It's better. It's easier to navigate on the app than it is through the
I
internet. But
swear I
yeah,
didn't know I had an app. I'm on the damn internet on the phone.
nah, go. You can go to the. I don't know what you got, the iPhone or Android, but I think both of them got. I know I got
I
iOS.
got
So
Galaxy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they got it. If iPhone got it, I know they got it. In fact, I know iPhone got it. I mean,
I didn't
Android
even
got it.
know.
Yeah,
I
I
swear to
use the
God, I
app.
did not know they had an app. I thought it was just everything. Because, I use the computer mainly for YouTube. Like, if I'm going to do, a live outside, I have my phone. But I'm not on the computer. My computer is messing with me right now. I gotta go get set, see what the heck is wrong with it. I've had it for 2 years. I think I'm gonna have to upgrade.
Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Hey man, y'all do me a favor, man. It's free to you, but it mean a lot to me. Hit that like button, and if you ain't subscribed, hit that sub button. I appreciate that. On both channels, do it on both channels.
But you know what's crazy? On your vertical, I can hit you live on
You
my
can?
phone. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why I be
Galaxy.
confused when some people can't hit the link on the chat.
That's because the iPhone. I know iPhone is not hyperlink, but Android is a whole different system.
Yeah, because I
So
got hit your link.
yeah,
But
Android
now
is a whole different system.
back on what you were saying though, like you was speaking some facts. What's crazy though, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I've always said it. When I was young, I was in fairy tale world. I really lived in a fairy tale world. And I was one of them kids that sat here, fed the homeless and stuff like that. But back in the 90s and early 2000s, there were really homeless people out there. Like, you could now you can't really, tell the difference between the homeless, the addicts and stuff like that. You have to really, really observe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy though, because back then I don't know what it was. Like I would see somebody in the corner, especially this was one lady, and like KFC's right there around the corner from me. It's always been there. And every time my mom would take me to KFC and she would get me something, I would save my food and give it to the lady. Like I don't know what it was. Out of all the kids, I was different.
And it's just your nature. I mean, a lot of people, um, like I say, even maturity, like you understood, life was bigger than you, and you still do that, so that's just your nature. I mean, look at what you're doing now, the outreach
Yeah.
program. Some of us built with, just empathy, wanting to help other people. We know life is much more than us. So, um, some of us is, and then you're a life path 9 too, ain't you? Um,
That's what Tay says.
yeah. So even when you look at your life path,
Because I don't
um,
know how to do that. So I'm just saying
yeah,
that's what Tay says. She read it.
no, you're a life path 9, and that's like humanitarian. Like you dedicate, that's the highest number, right? Shout out to the 9. But yeah, that's the highest number, and it's like that 9 represents humanitarian. It's like you are the giver of the
Yeah, at
world.
times I had to learn to think with my head, and it took my baby pops to teach me that. Like I was always thinking with my heart, and I had to learn how to follow my gut and not my head all the time.
And is using both of them in unison, because we can do the right thing for the wrong reason, or we can do the wrong thing for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? So you is just using both, knowing why you do something and do it the right way.
That's a fact.
Combining the emotion. Okay, I want to help people, but let me help the right people. That's what I had
Facts.
to learn. Like, cause I was just trying to help anybody who I thought was in need. That was an emotional. That was a reaction. But when I start responding, when I start thinking like, okay, yeah, that person looks like they need help, but they ain't acting like it. Let me go find let me go find someone who actually need help, because the time I'm wasting trying to help this person who don't want the help is the time I'm neglecting the person who do need the help. So um, yeah, I had to learn that.
I know shit. I, I still fall for a lot of shit sometimes. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Shit, I'm only human. Like it's crazy because before I used to have a shield, and ever since my baby pops taught me, and I could keep telling a lot of people the way I am right now. Like you see how real soft I am right now. I wasn't like this before. I used to snap on a lot of people as soon as they said something wrong. I used to think people was this, people was that. But throughout the time, my baby pops and me talking and him, showing me a different path, I've learned to give people an opportunity. But sometimes now it's crazy because I still don't know how to get my heart out the way. I be thinking that a lot of people mean good, but they really don't.
I want you to. I want to comment on what you just said, but I want to take this time to use. We're gonna have a learning moment with the word, right? So we talking about
My shit.
perception, right? We talking about perception right now.
Facts.
Um,
That's why I just said what I said.
so I want to highlight this comment. So someone came in the
There's a
room and
comment there?
said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Someone came in the room and said, "A lot of zesty looking dudes in here tonight." So we were talking about how people process information, how they
Yeah.
assimilate it and then regurgitate it, right? So this person came in and looking at dude's picture and automatically thought zesty. So we see what's the primary thought this person has on their mind is zesty dudes, right? So you thinking about guys coming in a room, and if you come in my chat, is actually more women, but coming in the chat. first thing is on your mind is to talk about zesty dude. So we know what your primary or primal thought process is. Uh, you enjoy thinking about zesty dudes, and there's no problem with that, you know. Um, but you shouldn't project your thoughts onto other people because that's all you're really doing. You're telling us how you think. You're thinking about zesty dudes. So, yeah, they got sections and sectors for that. But yeah, so I just wanted to point that out, and that was the learning moment with the word. So we see how people process things. So you can just see the first comment a person makes. You can see what's on the top of their mind, right? So yeah, that's just a learning moment with the word. Cutting edge, what up, though? So yeah, yeah,
We're funny
unfortunately,
as hell.
yeah. So unfortunately, now they're talking about being flagellant in someone's mouth. So that just shows, like I said, you can tell a lot about you on some type of yeah BDMS stuff. You one of those people, um, and that's okay. They got helplines for that too, bro. Because the way you think, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, back to what you said. Like, yeah, this dude weird.
I was trying to see the chat, but it's taking a minute to load on my phone.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's just weird people. You gonna run into that. So there's a lot of
I
weird
mean, I
people.
ran into some weird people in this John. I block instantly and keep moving with the topic because I don't got time for that.
Yeah, but now I'm
I really
gonna
don't.
we go if it I'm gonna correlate it to the topic. We gonna learn today. We gonna see stuff. We gonna learn in real time. That's what we gonna do. Um, and you
People be
keep going.
weirdos
I'm
on
gonna.
this app. I swear to God.
But then you think about that, like you taking time out of your day instead of progressing yourself to go troll. So that must be entertaining to you to try to. I mean, it's not like insulting, I guess. It's just weird. So it's just further showing you, like you have probably have weird fetishes. You probably come on here and interact with people the way you do because in real life, no one wants to interact with you because you're weird. You proving why you don't have friends, why your family probably don't deal with you. You're probably somewhere in the attic with 4 or 5 devices trolling different chats at the same time, and that's fun to you. That's entertaining. That's what you do um, to pass your time. It's sad that people are in those states or in those conditions in life, you know. But I don't feel empathy for them people because they don't try. You can develop yourself. You can become a better person. You can become valuable in the society if you build yourself up. But continuously doing that, no, no.
Damn, I just noticed that was me. The comments loaded. Yo,
Mm,
Commander
yeah.
Funny. Yeah, I do get some weird ass trolls, yo. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on the vertical. I get weird trolls.
Mr. 33, what up, though, bro? Appreciate you. You missed the whole show. I am in petty mode right now. So, but we just talking now. We just talking about perception. But you're going to have to rewind, bro, because I said a lot in a little bit of time. And I know you're going to want to pick my brain. Um, but I can recap. I can definitely recap. I think I'm going to chop that up and put it on the other platform. But, yeah, a lot of the stuff that we go through as kids, it molds and shapes, the way we look at life as adults. So if it's like traumatic things, like even when I get clients, right, and they come and we talking, and I'd be like, sometimes I have to tell them like, you got to go see a therapist, right? Because
Yeah.
your issue is deeper than what I can do. I'm a coach. I'm just here to get you ready for the game. I'm not here to go into the past. I'm about the present and future. That's what I deal with. How can we get from A to B? What tools do we need? How can I get from this point to that point? That's what I do in coaching. I don't go to the past at all. We might do that in a conversation, like trying to discover or uncover. But once I see something that you need help with, then I refer people. I had one client who went to a therapist, and now he about to start his program with me next month. Um, so that's dope.
See, this is why I said, out of all the people that have reached out to me, I've seen that you've been serious about this. Like, I've been watching, observing, and I watch people on this joint. Like, I give a lot of people benefit of the doubt. But out of all the men on this app and the ones that I've talked to, you've been serious. That's why I say, yo, if they approve these funds, they rescheduled a joint because of the rain from today, and it's going to be an outdoor event. So it's going to be on the 26th, and I'm allowed to go live too. So I'm hype about that. So people from my chat will be able to ask questions and stuff like that. And like I said, if they give me these funds and I'm able to expand, I want to reach out to people. And you one of the ones here on social media that I see that is real about it.
Yeah, man. That's like when I came on here, my intentions was to network, to build. Other than that, and like I said, if I never lost my sight or majority of my sight, I wouldn't be on here. This is the shit I do in real life, man. I network and
Yeah.
build. I did real estate, I did life insurance, but even through all that, I always mentored. Like my young buck, he about to go get his. He just finishing his master's. He about to go get his PhD in education. Um, I don't take credit for my sister, but she gave me credit. She got her PhD in psychology and education. That's who you might want to hook up with. She running for school board too. Um,
Oh yeah.
but my sister,
I
she
mean,
she
listen,
do
we could.
statistics for schools. So she go into schools and do statistics, and just in 1 year, she brought the ACT, what is it, the SAT scores up like 20% in one school.
Yeah.
Just everything she implemented. She a bad girl, man. My sister a bad girl. I'm telling you. With the psychology and with the education, she a bad MF. Shut your mouth. Just talking about my little sister.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie though. Networking through here, I mean, I've made some mistakes and knocked heads with some people on this John. I mean, I haven't let it get far, but I could honestly say I've met some people through these chats, different chats that are serious about these type of things. And what y'all speak on, when I go speak to these people, like to the government and all that stuff, it kind of helps me out. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I listen to a lot of y'all, right? And I input that into what I talk to, like my talking points in there. And I bring it up. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. This is why I came on social media for, to hear people's perspectives, people's opinions. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to do something real. Like I'm not here to beef. I'm not here to play. Like yeah, I made my mistakes. I made think some people like this here. I've always been like that. Don't know why, but it's something that I see that I have to really work on. Like not everybody is on this John to do the same thing. But one thing I can't seem to figure out, word, how the hell do you know what sector you're in when you're not a part of a sector?
And see, like that
You see my
whole,
point?
yeah, I say like it is like with me. Um, I'm gonna just use myself as an example. When I came on here, we went to a lot of the same places. I still go to those places. You might not see me in the chat. I
Hmm.
watch, I observe. That's what I do. But I had to
Yeah,
I had to learn, like, just like in real life, right? I grew up in the hood, so I got a lot of friends in the hood. But when I straightened my life out, start working in the hospital, um, when they seen me in my workplace, they interacted with me like we was in the street. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. And I understood then, like when people say business and pleasure, I understood that concept. Like, um, so I applied to here. So I'm cool with people. They do whatever they do. I'm cool with that. I don't disturb them. I respect their decorum. And when they come over to mine, I respect, they respect mine. And I've been cool like that, right? Since I've been on here.
yeah,
What I had an issue with is how I interact with people. I had to learn that. Like you can be cool with somebody. Like uh I hope she don't get mad, but I give you an example. Um well no, I don't want to use nobody's name. But I say it's like people on here who they got content. They got their particular content. And if it's like building or something I can relate to or associate with, I will go into the chat. I will build with them. But then sometimes they address situations and problems. So while they doing that, I don't deal with the chat. I won't go in there. I hit the like and I listen. I'm not hitting the panel, you know. Um, so that's
Yeah.
how I learned how to move on here. I'm cool with people. I support people. People support me, but it's all about the decorum. I have a certain decorum on my channel. I do certain stuff a certain way. And I went to when I first came on here, I was on somebody's channel and I seen two brothers arguing. So I hit the panel and I'm like, hey, look, y'all, look, this is a perfect opportunity to
Funny as
show
shit.
like, look, y'all, check this out. There's a perfect opportunity where we can show two black brothers having an argument and how we can come to a agreement. We can be the example. We can show. It's like, man, fuck all that positive shit, man. Get that. No, we about the shit right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. I learned, but it took that experience for me to learn that. So now when
But
I
you know
see
what's
people, I don't be trying to do nothing. I'd be like, nah, that's their content. Let them rock out. That's their shit. And if they want a mediator, they ask for one, but they ain't asking, so I ain't
yeah.
offering. So that's how I rock that now. I have my experience like
No,
that.
my ass now is gonna stop, having like, the people that reach out to me because I've had a lot of, I've chosen so far I started out. I was like, let me get out my shell. I co-stream with you. I have no problems. I was like, look, listen, man, I ain't even gonna ask the word. I want everybody to hear the word. But I've had a couple people approach. I've tried it with some people, but it's like people come to me telling me that they want to make a change, make a difference, and I'm like, my baby pops just had a conversation with me about it earlier. He's like, I want you to do this right, but he's like, I want you to be cautious because a lot of people come on here trying to, do this, do that. He's like, I've noticed that you're doing better. I was like, I know I am. I'm speaking on the topics I have a passion for. I notice a lot of people are like minded that I'm interacting with. He's like, exactly. That's how I want you to keep it because he noticed a lot of stuff that's been happening lately. Um, and what's crazy is he told me, I would just want you to be cautious. I don't, I know you want to keep doing this because of what you're doing with the politics and stuff like that, and with the schools and with the kids and stuff like that, and you're networking and you're trying to reach out to different people. He's like, but there's going to be people on here that's going to portray to be like this. He's like, you've been through this before. He's like, you got to stop leading with your heart and start following your gut. That's the first thing he said to me earlier. He's like, I don't mind you doing this, but you can't come on here leading with your heart because everybody on here is not who they say. And what's crazy is we talk about it, and I just said this earlier, I make the same mistake over and over. I go with my heart. Somebody tells me they want to make a difference, they want to change this, they want to do that. I'm like, all right, fuck it. It's like, I don't think on social media we can give anybody the benefit of the doubt. For real, for real.
You
Not
know
what
what?
I'm trying to do. I don't think
I,
people could.
I say it like this, just like in real life, just have patience, man. Like this young lady just said, um, Cole, what up though? Appreciate you. She said I was listening to what kind of sector you're in. You have to see what the sector is into, and if it's not what you about, I would just leave. Yeah, you have to just like in treat. I treat this just like the street. Look, I grew up on the east side of Detroit, right? It's just certain
Yeah,
areas you just don't. If you ain't about that life, don't go in there. You know, if you ain't about that life, just don't go in there. If you ain't want to scrap, if you ain't got a vest on, if you ain't packing, you just don't go over there because there's a high probability stuff will happen. You know, especially if you ain't from there. So I treat that just like this. Like, look, I come on here, my why is huge. Why I do this is huge. My numbers ain't big, you know. Like last night, I was saying,
facts.
it's the difference between a classroom and an auditorium or a
Yeah,
theater. You know, when you educating, it's not gonna be a big room, but when you entertain it, it's gonna be a big room. That's why they put more seats in places where people
facts.
entertain than they do education. And as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, the numbers, all that stuff will come. It has, you know, it's ups and downs, law of rhythm. I rock with the universal properties, right? So I understand law
Yeah,
of rhythm. So when I'm up, I enjoy it. I take advantage of it. When I'm down, I'm preparing myself to be back up again. So Yeah,
Yeah, but
everything
you're
gonna
comparing
go.
yourself to yourself like I do. Like, all right, what am I good at? What's working for me? What's not working for me? And you
Hmm.
notice that lately I've been trying to work on the topics that I have a passion for. Because if I'm not, how can I say, if I'm not bringing a good talking point to this, I'm not going to bring it back up. You see where I mean, if I'm not drawing the attention of somebody, we can't have a conversation on this. I'll just find something else that. But I noticed that my passion is more like I draw people's attention when I do what I'm good at, when I'm speaking about the kids, when I'm fighting for them. You see where I'm coming from? When I'm reacting to videos and I'm speaking about communities and I'm letting people come up and talk to me about these current events. That's what I want to continue to do.
And see that's what I'm doing. I'm passionate about growth, development, self development.
Facts.
I'm passionate about philosophy. That's the stuff that come easy to me. So I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sharing it, and if I enjoy teaching it. I enjoy replicating my own success. That's how I know I'm successful when I can replicate it into someone else. When I can do that, that's get me high. I get high off of that.
He
You
said I get
know,
high.
I do. When I help someone become successful, that's a high. That's like because I know what I did was
You
right
feel good
because I
about yourself.
replicated it.
Facts.
Yeah, I replicated it. I did it again, not in myself, but I did it in someone else. So I know what I'm doing is right, or righteous, so however you want to say it. So yeah, we have to do what we passionate, and whatever you're passionate in is a way to get paid. You just got to be creative. There's a way you can
That's
get
it.
paid for
That's
your
that's true.
passion.
But it's crazy because I've never thought about getting paid like I told my baby pops. It's like that doesn't even come across my head. I just like helping for some reason. For real. Like I benefit more helping than sitting here trying to wait for some money or go chase some money. I don't know if you get me. The money just comes
Yeah.
to me. That's why I
Yeah.
look at people like, look, listen, money come and goes whether you like it or not. I'm good at making it. I don't complain about it. Like at the end of the day, that's not my issue. My issue is trying to get the resources in our communities for our kids, trying to get the bullshit out the way. Like my kids is walking these trenches and he don't walk alone. He walk along with his little friends. What the hell?
And, and
Something's
see, I
beeping.
and see, I learned this too. I don't hear no people.
I think that was probably on my end. I don't know what that was.
Oh, but I learned this too. Like when you said, I always got paid for thinking. Like if when I was working in a hospital, I was an anesthesia assistant. A lot of thinking, um, problem solving. When I was doing real estate, a lot of thinking. Life insurance, a lot of thinking. So I always had occupations where I'm thinking, and I'm like, I'm not getting paid enough to think for someone else. So I went from
See?
making 20 something dollars an hour. Now I'm making $45 every 30 minutes. 30-minute phone call, $45. So you
Chris,
just
I'm
have
out here.
to you just have to utilize your people. That is easier to get paid from helping people than it is from labor. You just got to figure out and create and build yourself to the point that people want your services or the services from you. You just have to find
That
a
ain't
way
no
to
lie.
articulate it. Yep. If
That
the
ain't no lie.
community,
That's listen. I still got patients when I was working as a health aide. Still calling my phone like, "You're not working no more." I'm like, "No, I just got into an accident. I can't work at all. Like my body doesn't react the way it used to. My hand twitches, like my legs numb on me. My spine, sometimes it locks. I can't get out of bed in the morning sometimes. And I'm doing all this without no medications. I've rejected all types of medications they gave.
mm,
So I was like, I can't. I'm like, I'm dependent on my baby pops right now until I start my business back up.
you
So it's
you
kind of
got
like,
you got a question in the chat. I don't know if you want me to read it to you or
me?
yeah.
Command? I can't even see that.
It's
Hold
formed more
on.
like a statement though, than a question. It says, "I have a questions for you, writer. If the community is your main focus, then these people on YouTube is irrelevant. Just show your work out in the community." I mean,
Oh,
that's
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 Cali. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
That's facts. And that's what I'm going to
yeah,
continue to do.
Yeah, that's facts.
I mean, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. It's just, I guess the devil's just out to try to distract me. I say it sometimes because people come to me saying they're like this, and I'm thinking, okay, let's do this, let's build, but it doesn't always work out like that. So, like I said, I'm gonna do some changes on my channel because them distractions for for 1 second stop me doing from what I'm doing, and I just can't keep letting it happen. Like I said, I can't leave with my heart no more. Not when it comes to social media at all.
And I'm gonna say this too, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, right? But words
Talk to me.
are just words give us expectation, right? When people say stuff to it, it gives expectation, and the type of person you about that action, you're about business. So when you hear stuff, you get excited and okay, let's do it. But action shows intent.
Facts.
What people do shows you their intentions, or it tells more about them. They can say anything they
Facts.
want, but it's what they do. So, like I said, just patience. Just sit back,
Facts.
and if people about that life, it's gonna show. Like I set
Damn,
up
you're
here.
right.
I'm sitting up here talking on YouTube. People was like, "Man, you helping me this, you helping me that." I even had psychologists. I'm cool. I met a couple of psychologists on there who would be hitting me up, and we just, we had conversation. So they one of the dudes was like, "You need to go back to school." All my people telling me go back to school. My mom told me when I was going for my nursing to go into psychology because I've been studying the DSM since I was 11. I've been reading psychology book. It was just interest me. They gave me a book one day. I opened it and I was in love ever since, like human behaviors and things like that. But you just have to be patient. Just be patient. All good things will come. The right people will show you. People will tell you or get you excited. And if you think in one way and you expecting it, you ain't watching little clues that's showing that it's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? Because you already had an
Damn,
expectation.
you just said the
So
same thing my baby pop said earlier. That's was whoa. That's the second time I just heard this. And between what he
yeah,
just spoke to me around 11 o'clock, and you just said the same. I'm like, whoa, this is deja vu, but just somebody else. What the fuck? I don't know if you ever had that feeling.
yeah, yeah. It's confirmation. That's all it is. It's confirmation. When you hear things, you probably go hear it again. Gary probably go pop up here later. Cutting Edge said, IMO Rachel, this sector is full of demon and play runners. I honestly believe if you were in another sector, your messaging channel would be thriving respectfully. And that's,
Yeah,
hey,
see, I never
yeah,
understood the sector thing. I thought, I mean,
I
I
figured that
feel as
shit
though
out
some
real
sectors are
quick.
just made up. Like I no, but listen, I swear, because when you look up the communities on YouTube, it don't say nothing about no beef. It don't say nothing about. You see where I'm coming from?
Nah,
It tells
it,
you the communities. That's why I'm like, what the fuck am I in right now, and how the heck do I get out of it again? Like, what the
you know
fuck?
what I had to do? I had to clear
That's
my
why I'm like, I
brow
don't
my
get
head.
this sector shit
You have to unsubscribe from people and you have to clear your browser history. And then you,
again.
you you have to stop sharing people from that sector. You have to stop going to people channels that's in that set. I mean, that's just what you have to do. I mean, if you want to be out the algorithm. But like I said, I look at it like this. This is how YouTube is for me. I see why people are here. If people are here for entertainment, that's just how I interact with them. Y'all, people, look, it no shot against nobody, but I'm here for education, right? It's some people, everybody here for different reasons. Some people are here to be
Facts.
entertained, and I treat them as such. This is just entertainment. That's how I interact with them. I can't build anything with you because I'm not entertaining. Now, when I want to entertain or have an entertainment section, then yeah, then we can link up. But if it's not about what I'm doing, then I'm gonna watch you just like I watch TV. That's it. I'm not in the chat. I'm not doing none of that. It's
That's where I'm
entertainment to
fucking
me.
up at right there, and
Yeah.
that's where I'm gonna have to completely change it. I just can't, I'm not just. You can't just support everybody thinking that all right, I'm not part of this, but let me share you, even though I watch you. Even if I watch you, I'm not sharing you. But you know what? It was crazy is once I feel like shit is a play, or people want to put you into something that you don't have nothing to do with it, or people want to get in your stuff when you don't ask them to get in it, I gets out of that because this is not what I asked for. This is not what you said you was gonna do. You see where I'm coming from? Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to play me. So now I'm out. I don't watch you no more. I don't watch people no more. Cause what
It,
for? Like why
you
should I support you even giving you a view?
you said something earlier, right? You said you
Yeah,
can't
talk to
give
me.
people benefit of the doubt, right? I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But I amp it up a level. Like I said, if you know what you come on here for, right?
Facts.
Your why has to be bigger than anything else, right? So if someone is indulging in something that you ain't on here for, like I said, you can support them different ways. You can hit the like button, you can watch, you can give them a thumbs up, a comment or something, but it's how you interact with the person. If they doing something opposite of you putting yourself in it, now you into whatever they into. That's just how it works. That's like in the street,
Facts.
right? You can
So I'm gonna
be
start doing things different.
a nerd, right? And you can have some homeboys that's in the street. And if you get in the car with them and they got guns and drugs in the car and they get pulled over, the cops don't care if you a
Get caught
nerd and
up.
you was just trying to get a ride. They don't care about that. No, you guilty by association. And
Facts. You get caught up.
unfortunately, that's how it is on here. I didn't know that. I was listening to somebody and they was like, well, you was on a panel when they was talking about my mama. I'm like, did they say something about your mom? I'm using logical sense, right? And then I'm like, okay, these people don't think like that. So I understand now. I can't just because it don't make sense to me. This is how they think. So if I want to interact with them, I got to accept that. But that's bullshit to me. So I'm straight.
Yeah,
No knock
facts.
against
That's what I
nobody.
said. Once I know this shit, I'm out there, John. Like, what the fuck am I gonna be in here for if this is not my thing? Like, that's why I said, like, sometimes people portray this shit, but you live and you learn. Like, that's why I said, I'm like, you see, I don't really get into shit in here at all. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
That's why when I do get into it, I'm like, yo, what the fuck just went? How did it go sideways? Where the fuck did I fuck up? I have to take a minute and think and analyze things. Like, oh wait, I gotta take it back. Where did it fuck up? Then once I figure it out, I'm like, oh, all right, let me change this. And I listen. Listen, I tell people I listen. I take advice. What I don't take is people sitting here yelling at me, telling me what I take advice.
You always, took
As
heed
crazy
to
as
what
it
I
is.
said. Yeah, you always took heed to what I said. Tay, eat y'all. Tay, eat y'all. What up, nine? That's my nine. Hey, Tay, look, check this out. I'm about to turn this into a drop.
Facts. Don't associate.
Why? Tell them that it's human nature.
Oh,
Oh, I
wait
thought
till I
where we
get
gonna
done
put a
with that.
song on. Yo, you hear me? I,
Why?
I stood quiet. I'm
Why?
like, where the song at?
No, Gary kept messing with me because I kept saying why. Like that's my favorite. You got to ask a question to get an answer. But Callie, yeah, that's what we do over here. I talk about a lot of things. I talk about philosophy. Sometimes they coerce me into talking about religion, spirituality. I talk about a lot of things over here. Behavior, personality. You know how people throw around the word narcissist? No, I define things. I delineate a lot. I really get into the information. So this is a good place to learn. Good place to learn and have fun. That's the way of the nine. We educate, motivate, inspire, and we have fun while we doing it. And that's the way of the nine.
What the heck is
Peanut
a
butter
peanut
jelly.
butt?
Oh, peanut butter petty
Oh,
time. Peanut butter after the
no, but
hour
she
mark.
put peanut butt though. I'm over here laughing. That's all I can see. Commander.
Yeah, this is Rachel's co-streaming with me now. Yeah, she
Yeah,
co-streaming with
that's
me
why I said I
now.
don't mind culture being a word, yo. I want everybody to see the word. Like, listen, man. Like, he has it all. He does it all. Like, people come on here, they have fun. We talk positive. We joke around, we goof around, but we don't let it turn left. And that's what I like. We have conversations.
Yeah. And most of the roasting, I be roasting myself. So yeah. I have fun
He said I
talking
be
about
roasting
myself.
myself.
I do. Or I be picking with Tay. Tay
That's
sleeps,
what I'm
y'all.
saying. You're supposed to have fun. Like
Yeah, man. You- That's what life is about, man. Living it. If you ain't having fun, you ain't living, man. So I mean,
hell
you can
yeah.
we can sit here, we can learn, we can grow, we can do all that. But if we ain't having fun while we doing it, then what we doing? You know, it's gonna be like robots, all stiff in the butt. I'm straight. I got to smile. I got to laugh. I'm a like my wife. Like ask Tay. Like when Tay called, and I'm constantly picking with my wife. Gary be like, "She go get you, man. Leave her alone." I'd be like, "No, I'm having fun." So, but I enjoy life, man. I almost lost my life a couple times. So while I'm still here, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm straight. When it do go left, is my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. I take the blame.
No,
My
when
back
they go
broad
left, it's
enough to
because they
carry the
can't
cross.
take word. When they go left, I seen that shit. They can't take what words says. Is the crazy part. And that's what I be saying. The same shit be happening with me. They ask a question, I give an answer, and they can't take what I'm like. Wait a minute, it's just an opinion. You asked for my opinion. I'm like, how does go left with my opinion? I'm like, all right, I guess it is what it is.
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you too, sir. I gotta get paid for my opinion. I literally get paid for my opinion in real life, and I'm not giving it out on here for free. Especially when people want to know about other people. Pay
I'm gonna
me.
take this call.
Okay, yeah, you good. Yeah, pay me. But yeah. So we was talking about perception. I don't know if Gary's still in here, but yeah, we was talking about what a person's perception says about them. So it was 4 points I hit, right? A person's perception can tell you how they assimilate information, you know, how they intake it, how they process it, and how they regurgitate it. It can tell you a person's mind state. You know, the mind state is different from the mindset. What the mind state is, how your emotions influence the way you think. That's the basic definition for mind state. And the mindset is a fixed way of thinking. So that usually involves a person's culture, a person's beliefs. It can be like definitive of a particular thing because of the experience they had. And we also said it shows a person's maturity level. You know, when people say maturity, oftentimes they talk about physical maturity. I'm talking about emotional and mental maturity. It's different uh, factions or phases in life that you mature in financially, even sexual maturity. People who running around trying to hump every little thing, they're not sexually matured, you know. um so it's different. We have to mature in different aspects of life. So but a person, the way a person thinks, because when we a child we think like one, right? So how does a child think? Childs are very selfish. Children are selfish. They don't really think about other people. I'm not saying no child does, but I'm just saying majority of the time, children is me. They're in a primal instinctive desire mode. That's where they function out of. Their instinctive desires. So it's me. What do I need to survive? What do I need to be happy? So if we're still thinking like that as an adult, that's because we ain't mature yet. We haven't matured. So if everything is just about you, 9 times out of 10, you're not mentally mature. You know, so you can how a person perceives things, you can tell their maturity level. You know, so is a lot of different. And this ain't just to identify things in other people. This to identify things in ourselves also, because the people even we was talking about as so within so without, you know, what we accept on the outside generally reflects how we feel on the inside. So if we don't love ourselves, um, we're not going to expect anyone else to love us neither. We go accept not being loved by other people because we don't even love ourselves. But if we do love ourselves, we ain't gonna take that. You ain't gonna take nothing less from nobody else. If you respect yourself, you ain't gonna take disrespect from anyone else. So the way and the things we interact with on the outside of us is a reflection on the inside. Even our perception, you know. Um, like I said, two people can go through the same thing and have two different experiences. right? It's just how they downloaded the information, how they downloaded and categorized the information. Like I used the car accident. I know some people get in a car accident, they don't even want to get in cars no more. And then I know other people got in car accidents, they like, shit happens. It from getting in a car and going nowhere. Like what is the difference? It's the experiences, it's how they process the experience. And the way they process it is a lot to do with prior experiences, how they look at life. So I don't like people with sensitive, slow. Hold on. Let me let Rachel up real quick. Perception. We have to dig a little deeper. I mean, what is your understanding of don't like? Like, are you disgusted by it? Is something about people being so like when you say slow flake, are you talking about like they wishy washy, like they sensitive and wishy washy? I try to understand and put up with them the best I can, and for as long as I can. I don't put up with it. That's torture. I don't
It
put
works
up
out
with
just like
nothing.
my baby pops. I swear to God. That's what
Look,
my baby
man.
pop said earlier. You don't put up with that bullshit. You don't try to understand or none of that.
Nah, man, I'm
He's like,
good.
how is there somebody that speaks up and stands up for so much, tries to understand bullshit? I was like, listen, I don't even know.
I'm
Don't ask
straight.
me.
I ain't got time for it. Look, I'm 40 years old, man. I ain't getting no younger. I ain't got time. My patients are for kids, not for adults. I have no patience for adults. I'm straight. If you ain't got it by now, you probably ain't gonna get it. Especially if you ain't trying to. Now, if you trying to understand, I got patience for you. But if it's a back and forth, I'm straight. Like I said, I don't care. I don't feel like there's a lot of people who can debate me, and the people who can debate me, 9 times out of 10, we just gonna have a discussion. Debate is people just want to be validated through debate. I'd rather have a discussion.
Real
But
shit.
when people want to come to the debate, I already know they ain't equipped. You ain't built for it. Don't come debating me with no beliefs. Give me facts.
And people take that religion stuff to that. I don't have a religion. That pisses people more off. I'm like, listen, you can get mad all you want. I believe in God. That's it. They've tried to get me to turn to different religions my whole life. My whole life I've been fighting against the religion. Like
Really,
that shit is crazy.
like what are you bound to? You're bound to a book. I mean, I don't understand why people want everybody to be like them or have the same beliefs or we all got to feel the same. No, I'm straight. You can have your religion. I don't like when people try to weaponize it. Like as I practice my art, so I respect all religion. Just don't weaponize it because I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna
That's what I'm
literally take it
saying.
apart, and it's
People
easy.
try to
So
convert you so fast. Like, oh, you. I'm like, look, listen. I get that you believe in what you believe in, and I'm not judging you. Just don't try to convert me because I don't see it the way you see it.
real rich,
But I
what up though?
respect you.
Yeah, that whole like even that right now. Think about perception, right? If you believe in what you believe in, why do you feel you need to convert me? If your
Don't
religion
know.
is that good, you should be able to practice it in front of me, and I should want to, indulge in it. But if I don't, then people do that because they need validation because they believe. Like believe leaves doubt. That's part of belief. To accept the belief, you have to accept that it's doubt. That's why they say faith. Belief is incomplete information.
Hmm.
That's what a belief is. You have incomplete information. You can't prove it. So it leaves doubt. So they use faith to balance it out or to complete it. But then they have to go and convince everybody else because they only believe, and then half of the people trying to convince you, they don't even know the book.
I
I'll
noticed
be
that
like,
though. Because when I start asking questions, I'm like, but it says this, and you're telling me this. They be like, well, you don't know what you're talking. They start, everything just goes left. It just goes. I'm like, I just asked a question. You could have just answered it. That's it.
I had some Jehovah Witnesses come to my house, and they start talking to me, and I'm like, "Do you believe in anthropomorphism?" And they said no, and I said, "So you don't give God human attributes?" Yeah, well, God is a spirit, but that a spirit is a spirit human. No, so you indulge in anthropomorphism. That's a psychological term. Go look it up. It's literally a site. That's when you give things like animals or objects physical attributes, even God. That's anthro is a word for it, is a concept for it. Like I don't indulge in none of that. And if you do, then you have to admit God is an alien. Then we're gonna have a whole nother conversation. Because you're saying it's a physical being. You telling me God is a he. He describes a physical being.
Yeah.
So people yeah, I don't
That
really
gets you
talk.
to think, though. That gets you to think. I mean, I thought about the same stuff. I mean, I had questions about that. You heard me ask them before.
But even that, it start making more sense because it say let us. Okay, who is us? So if us made man and woman, that means it was a man and woman there. That's how you
Hmm.
make something. You know, a physical person is through man and woman.
What's crazy is that would make what that guy. Remember, I asked that one question before. That I mean, so far it's been. They say it's just Aniku, whatever you say his
I know,
Aniku. I mean,
I
I'm
know.
Enoch. My bad. No,
Oh, you
not
talking
no
about Enoch?
Enoch. I'm mixing up the names. Yeah, Enoch. That he's supposed to be the human that lived the
That
longest
God.
or something like that. But then they say that there was another human before him, right? But in the book, I think in the book of Enoch, if I'm not sure if it's in the book of Enoch that I saw it. I gotta go back, or was it in the history books or one of the history books that I was reading that said that he spoke to God's wife. So that means that
That was in the Book of Jubilee. That's in one of the Gnostic texts. Um,
yeah,
it's
because I
only
remember I asked the question here. I was reading about it. I was like, I literally just read this, and then I came on a live and just came and I started talking about it and asking questions. Like, wait, God had a wife? I'm like, I was curious. I was like, wait, what? Was God like us? Like for real, for real?
it's only a couple books that talk about God wife, but
Facts.
the most detailed I
Not a
believe
lot.
is the Book of Jubilee. I don't the Book of Generations mention it, but I think it's the Book of Jubilee if I'm not mistaken. I know I got it downstairs.
Shit, I know my ass started asking questions when I heard that. I was like, okay.
Man,
I
it's
mean,
it's
it,
it's so much that go on with religion that um, most people don't even tap into. There's so many different doctrines, and even in the Old Testament, got a lot of different doctrines that they don't acknowledge. So they had a lot of different philosophies or ways of living. The Book of Mary Magdalene talks about the spiritual practices of Jesus. So it is a lot
so
that people
a
don't
lot of
even
different
indulge
theories
in.
out there.
That's why I said ain't no point in debating nobody because people don't read no more. People Google.
He said
I
they just
still,
Google.
yeah, I still buy books.
I got books out here. I read sometimes. I mean, it's been a minute since I've sat there and just read. But I read here and there still.
And
I think that's why
executed.
my IQ dropped.
It,
Go back into
it,
it.
it was three different groups of Gnostics. Those I can't think on the top of my head, but yeah, they were more metaphysical. It's only one group of Gnostics who believe Jesus Christ was a physical person. Um, but everyone think they even the Gnostics they have different factions and beliefs.
So isn't
What
Jesus
is
and
it that
God two different things? So like, I don't know. I
man?
always asked.
When people try to philosophize that so much instead of just reading the damn book. Like people be wanting to make Jesus God. People want to make Jesus the Son of God. they
I
do
thought
too
he was
much.
just a prophet.
Like
I mean, I don't know. That's my opinion.
you ask
I
the
mean, from what I've,
Hebrews. Yeah, you ask the Hebrews, or if you ask the Islam, they say he was just a prophet. He wasn't the Messiah, but it's whatever people choose to believe, whatever make a person better. You know, shit. If you believe in the Marshmallow Man and it make you a better person, rock
I
out.
just got
You know, that's what I
because
say, man.
I'm
Shit,
just
rock
learning
out.
about this. I don't have a
Yeah.
belief, so
You know why I
I don't
don't
have no
really
belief. Like,
why I don't really dig down into that no more. Like it was probably about I spent probably about 10 years of my life really digging into religion, and I wouldn't even got a degree, you know, theology degree. So I really digged into it, and then I realized, like, man, this shit ain't doing nothing for my life. Like, what I'm gonna do with all this? Like, I'm straight. I'm talking about the history of religion, like studying history, studying the etymology of these words, man. Like, it blew my mind. It opened me up to a lot of different, you know, things. But ultimately, like, even in the conscious community, who doing what with it? Like, I'm like, bro, why we ain't okay? Look, you got people who believe in Christianity, you got people who believe in Islam, you got people who believe in Kemetic. Look, we got different groups of people. Why we can't come together and build something and then go worship our separate ways? We don't have to worship with one another, but we can still come together and build. Like, y'all go to work. You know how many different religions you work with and you get shit done and you go home. Why can't we do that? Then I was like, I'm straight.
that ain't no lie.
Nate the Great, the AI King, is in the building. What up, though, Nate? That's just how I look at
Nate,
stuff. Like,
baby.
if we go do something, if we go build, let's do that. And then shit, you can go home and do whatever you do. I go home and do whatever I do. But when we come together, let's do something positive. Like, if y'all don't know who Neely Fuller is, go check him out, man. Old School wrote a book on white supremacy, and one of his most famous quotes is this, and I live by this now. I applied this to my life, not just to black people, but he specifically said this to black people. If y'all ain't coming together to do nothing constructive, stay the hell away from one another. And that way you can't be destructive towards one another. I practice that with all people, not just black people. If we can't do nothing progressive with one another, then I'm straight. It's a waste of my time. I'm good, man. I done had enough drama in my life. I don't need no other unnecessary BS. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yo, Nate, how's the migration going over there?
I was waiting for him to go live today. Then he moved the time back, moved it again, and I'm looking like I ain't waiting for
That's
Nick
why I
no
be
more.
missing him lately because he be changing his times. I be like,
Yeah,
oh, damn. I get the notification and then he's changed it again. I was like, damn, Nate, like, what's up? Then I be asleep sometimes and then I be doing something. I'm like, I missed this live. I'm like,
oh
Nate
yeah,
got bipolar on me.
yeah. Conquer the Gnostics was they were spiritual people. You know, they practiced. They didn't practice a religion. It was more spirituality or metaphysics. It was more metaphysics. I'm not even gonna say it wasn't really spirituality. It was more metaphysics that the Gnostics taught. A lot of the occult science is backed by the Gnostics. Like, even like the way I'm not gonna get into that because I can't show it right now. I have to show that.
Where'd
But
Gary
yeah,
go? He kind of like chickened out today.
Gary probably sleep. I'm about to make him
I'm trying to lure him in. You hear me?
uh we can lure Gary in. I thought Tay was gonna hit the panel. I definitely thought Tay was
I
gonna
was
hit.
trying to lure Gary in for a second.
Mm-mm-mm. Where Lady Shay at? My brother Bronze was in here. We're Big Mix at. There's some people missing. I hope they straight. You know, shout out to Big Mix. Who did I just say? Somebody else missing. Shout out to Miss Tracy. Um, Shout out to Sirius too. There's some other people missing. Yeah, I hope everybody good. I be going on late though. People be sleep.
But you know
People
what's
be knocked
crazy?
up.
I think a lot of us with kids, this be the best times on some real shit.
It's the only
How
time.
can we do it? Like I be asking that question. I'm like, people like, you gonna go during the day? Yeah, unless I'm outside, but I can't do reaction videos when I'm dealing with the kids and doing all that. Like, that's why I haven't done them lately because I've been real caught up. And then to top it off, I be having these damn mean headaches that been taking over. I've been trying different things and nothing works. So I'm about to get asked to get a CAT scan done.
MRI.
Well, yeah, that whatever it's called for your head.
Yeah, get an
Listen, don't get me
MRI.
to lying. I'm like, I just got to talk to the doctor. I'm like, look, the headaches won't go away. They're going worse. Or it's been happening since the accident. It's like I get this pressure in the back of my head, and then out of nowhere, I start getting like this pressure. Like it's I don't know if it's a migraine or a headache in the back of my eyes. When it goes to the
Shit.
back of my eyes and it starts throbbing, that's when I get irritated. It's like, yo, I just want to be left alone for a second.
But I've been trying to venture out to other sectors. It's just I don't know, man. I try, I really do, but it's like when I try to interact, and it's just like a lot of content creators. I just notice they have narratives, and if you disturb that narrative, they get defensive, and that ain't what I came for. I came to build, But a lot of people, they just want to be
Yeah.
right. They don't care if the information right. They just want to be right. So once I see that, I'm like, I'm straight. That should turn off. Like it was just one, like I talk about anything, and I don't get emotional when I talk about things. So it was this dude. I mean, this lady. She was saying how men ain't this, man ain't that, and I asked a simple question. I'm like, you putting a blanket over everything, right? Do you feel maybe just your experience with men, the men you dealt with, they wouldn't shit? I don't think every man is like that. Oh, I'm a MFer, I'm this, I'm like, damn, is it that shit? I just asked the question. You just sound like you had a sucky experience with men in life. So maybe it's not, maybe it's your selection of men versus men in general. Because a lot of stuff you say I don't do. So that's what's wrong. And again, talking about the perception, how people think. When you just put blankets on everything, that's lazy to me. You know, it shows
A
no
lot of
no
people do
form
that
of
on here.
yeah, it shows no form of accountability because people will complain about a whole gender of people instead of saying like shit. It was my selection of women. It was my selection of men. All women ain't thoughts. All men ain't dogs. But if that's all you experience, then maybe it's you. It's the environment you in and your selection. You have to take that into account. I mean, I felt like that until like I dated like the same type of woman 3 different times, and then I realized like it ain't the woman. They just being them. It's my selection. I'm selecting women from a particular environment that I don't desire. Like the things that come with that environment, the mindset, the behavior, I don't desire those things. So I have to look outside of that. And that's what I did. And then I found my wife and I'm good. But I can't blame the woman. I gotta blame myself. They just being them. Young Riaz, what up though? They talking about chicken and biscuits. I don't even know my watch
They
that.
say you gonna take accountability for all the AI videos.
They ain't taking no damn
They funny as
accountability.
shit.
If Nate
They
would
need to
take
take accountability.
if
My
he
bad.
was taking accountability for them AI videos, he'd stop making the dancing ones.
Yeah, he need to take accountability for all them raccoons he let wild. They all over Philly.
Not to,
Take control of your zoo, Nate. You let the raccoons out.
who let the coons out? Nate. Nate. Who let the coons out? Nate.
Yo, them niggas is all over Philly. I'm like,
Man.
yo, look at these raccoons. Then they be chilling with the damn squirrels. I'm like, yo, there's something new. I'm like, Nate must have trained them. Oh, he got sandy cheeks and the raccoons chilling at night. One stealing freaking acorns off trees, and the other one stealing trash.
Mhm.
I'll
Man,
be cracking up.
I remember when I had went to go visit my family in Pennsylvania. They like right outside Pittsburgh, and I was sitting there talking to my stepbrother, and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's a big ass raccoon." He pulled his gun out and shot the damn raccoon. He shot it. He hit it. It turned around, looked at him, and was still digging in the garbage. I'm like, I'm straight, bro. Like y'all got bulletproof raccoons out here. I'm good.
Yo, them raccoons be vicious, yo. I swear to God, they people be running like it's a raccoon. Yo, let's not talk about the rats. I seen a rat and a freaking squirrel fight the other day,
Oh
and
man.
the rat was missing a tail. This rat went through war. It was missing a tail. It was limping. It was had half an ear.
I seen a
I
I
stood
don't know.
away.
I don't know if it was a vulture or a buzzard. I seen it swoop down. We was sitting in the park with the kids. We just see this bird swoop down, grab the squirrel, and dip. Like, oh shit! My son like, is he gonna eat it? I'm like, yeah, he probably gonna eat his ass. Yeah, unfortunately, he was like, no. I'm like, hey, we can't do nothing about it. That's nature. That thing just came down, grabbed that damn thing, and kept it moving. I'm like, I guess that's what they went through the drive-through and grabbed them a squirrel.
Ew. It's like my daughter. She caught herself the other day. I'm like, it's not the first time. I have to watch her outside because there was a dead bird in the street. She's like, Mom, can I go heal the bird? I said, baby, that bird's not ever coming back.
Mm.
I'm like, it's in heaven right now. You gotta stop thinking you're docking stuff in and you can save all these birds that are
Right.
injured and hurt out here. But then it's like, yo, that's a little you, yo, when you was young out here saving all them stray animals and feeding them. She out here healing dead ones.
Naughty by nature. Something wrong with Nate.
Nate, what he say?
You
New
know,
nickname alert.
naughty by nature. There's something wrong with you, bro. You gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. We gonna start collecting funds for Nate's detox from
Yo,
AI program. We gonna put him
if,
in. We'll,
yo, in Philly, you can come over here, man. Go see a therapist, get some health partners, right? And collect that SSI and fall back.
we gonna put Nate in the 30-day AI detox program. That's what we gonna
Friends Hospital's right around the corner, yo.
do. We got you, bro. We got you. We don't leave a Nate behind. Never leave a Nate behind. We will help him. We will get him off that AI.
Yes, we gotta get him off the matrix. Oh no, he need them anonymous people. What you call them?
I just be talking shit to him so he can make more. I sit back and be cracking up. Man, Nate is a
Yo,
fool.
his videos be funny. I
Yeah,
have him on TikTok. Nate is the funniest. He be
yeah,
having me cracking up.
yeah. I just talk shit so he can make more. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't laugh, yo. He be cracking me up. He be looking so goofy in them videos. The funny part, what makes it funny, he put his face in all of them.
Yeah, I
That's
was
why I'm
like,
like,
man,
yo, Nate funny as shit.
I was like, man, he was the one with the pink Batman costume. I'm like, oh no, bro, tripping. Like, bro, tripping. That should be funny though, man. I'd be like, yeah, Nate on a whole nother level. Hey, Nate, I just
Nate
gotta
said, I'm
ask
away.
you. I gotta ask you one thing, Nate.
Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why?
Why? Why? Tell him it's just nature. It's nature.
Yo, only Nate. See, we be missing Nate. Yo, he funny as hell. Him and his zoo. You gonna ever build a zoo, Nate?
Man, don't encourage his madness.
Man, we
What
gotta
we,
get Angel to send us a couple kangaroos from Australia, all right? But they gotta be, little babies. We gotta raise them.
yeah, she gonna send some muskrats.
Oh shit! Wait, what's that?
Muskrat, big ass rats, man. Them things.
Oh
I
hell no!
remember.
I'm running, Nate. You better
But
control
yeah,
them Jones. All
I
rats must
remember.
die. Even Mr. Splinter.
Man, I remember when I was I think I was doing my prereqs for nursing, and I went to this community college, and they had this little river going through the campus of the college, right? So I'm walking, and on the goddamn bridge, this big ass rat thing came, and I jumped and kicked the shit out of that bitch. And everybody laughing like it's just a muskrat. I'm like, that goddamn thing is big as a dog, and it just jumped up. Like I'm supposed to just walk around it? Hell no, I'm from the hood. We don't do no shit like that.
He said, I jumped Kung Fu
I
Panda.
did, man. I jump kicked that bitch. I jumped back and kicked it. Like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
Why? For some reason, when he said that, I pictured Kung Fu Panda.
Man, I'm telling you, I booted that motherfucker. It flew back in a
I
little
just
river
said
thing.
that.
It flew over the rail. It was like I'm walking across the bridge, right? And I'm about to get to the end of the bridge. And it came up like at the corner and was like walking towards me. And I jumped back and kicked. And that bitch flew right over the rail, went in the water. And everybody laughing. I'm like, it wouldn't go do nothing to you. Bullshit. I can see his teeth. That thing go bite. Nah, where I'm from, we attack first and ask questions last. I'm good. Big ass thing.
Yeah.
Look like a big ass gerbil or something. Thing was huge as
And they said it
hell.
was a possum puppy.
Mm. Now, I remember the first time I seen a possum, I didn't know what the hell that thing was. And it, man, I threw the goddamn garbage can.
My cousin got one as a pet. I don't know. Listen, man, I'm good.
I went in the
It's
house and
related
got
to the
that.
rats. I'm
Man, I
good.
went in the house and got that thing. I was about to pop it. Like, nah, bro, you on my property. I'm good.
I don't like. I don't like no type of damn. Yo, listen. I don't like hamsters. I don't like gerbils. I don't like guinea pigs. I don't know what the fuck. None of them.
Yeah, yeah, I'm straight. Some things I don't. I love animals, but it don't run up on me. I don't care who you is or what you is.
Give me a
Don't run
little
up on me.
snake.
Oh, I had some ball pythons. I do like snakes.
It's crazy. I
They
used to
make
get asked, "You're not scared of a snake, but you scared of a rat." You fucking right. Hell yeah, I'm scared of a rat. Shit, yeah. I'll be in the roof. Listen, you ever watch the episode of Scooby and Shaggy where Shaggy always hops on Scooby's lap when he's scared? That's me.
mm,
Listen, man, they bite. You got me messed up. Listen. My brother used to scare me with them Jones, and somebody scared the crap out of me, and they threw that John in my face, and it scratched me.
we
When I was
used to
younger, they sat here, they gave me all these shots. I'm good.
when I first got my ball pythons. The way we had to feed them, we took the rat by its tail and thumped it in the head and gave it like a concussion, and it'd be kind of like dizzy and stuff. Then you drop it in the tank. And we did that because the snakes was young, so they couldn't. The mice would have probably messed him up. So we just knock it unconscious. I never gave him like frozen mice or nothing like that. We used to get a couple mice and let them breed, and that's how we fed them. So I've never been afraid of mice or nothing like that. We
See,
used to
but
grab them
what
by the
got me,
tail, thump them in the head, and drop it in the tank.
but you gotta realize they tortured me with one. They actually drew one on me. Like, and this
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
no kid. This was a grown ass person. I was little as shit. I got traumatized behind that. Then they took me to the ER, and this guy came with this big ass needle. He's like, "I'm sorry, but I gotta give you this shot." I'm like, "Why?"
yeah. Get a shot in the liver for rabies. My cousin, when we was younger, he had this white patch in his hair, and I never knew why. Because he like 15 years older than me, but he always had this white patch in his hair. So when I got older, I asked him. He said, "Because a rat bit me in the head." I'm like, "Man, ain't no damn rat
Oh
bit you in the
shit!
head." Man, I asked his mama, my aunt. She was like, "Yeah, he opened a garbage can like a dumpster. He lives in an apartment, and when he opened it, it
Yeah.
jumped out and bit him on the head. And when they gave
Oh
him the
wow.
shot in his liver, the spot where he got bit at turned white. But that's that long needle. That's a rabies shot. When they gave him that shot, the patch in where he got bit at, all the hair turned pure white, and they don't know why.
Damn.
Mm.
So yeah, that could be traumatizing. I'll be telling people it's not that I
Yeah,
want to be fearful out of it because I wasn't until a certain point. You see where I'm coming from? So it's like
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
How do
that
I
shit.
do that when it's PTSD? In reality, I see a rat, I'm into the past. It's like that moment right here, right now in reality, I'm blacked out. I'm not. It's for some reason I just space out. I'm not here in that moment. I'm like, you don't get it. Yeah, I'm running. I don't know why. It's like it takes me back to the past.
I mean,
Like, that shit is crazy.
ain't nothing wrong with it, but especially if you don't deal with rats. But I mean, it's something if you want to, fix is fixable. You just got to go to a pet store and pet a rat. You'll be all right. I'm
Hell
just
no.
playing. I'm joking.
He said go to a pet store.
Just go pet a rat. You'll be all right.
No, child, listen. The first, my brother, when we was younger, my mom took us to a pet store, right? He came and he stole one of them little. I don't know. I think it was like a. I don't know what they're called. I think they're mice, right? The little
White
mouse thingies
mice.
with the white ones with the little red eyes and shit.
Yeah, they nice.
He took one of them Jones, right? And my mom didn't know he had it. He came in the house, right? And he hit the John and it escaped from his room. And I'm helping him trying to find this John. At this time, I wasn't scared of it. I wasn't scared of no mice, no rats, no nothing around this time, right? That was the first time I ever had a shot given to me because as I'm looking for this John, I put my hand in the little hole because I thought I heard it. Boy, when I tell you that John bit me, that's when my mom found out my brother got cursed out. She took him back to the pet store, scared the crap out of him with the security guard, gave the mice back. I was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. Like you don't understand. I'm here covering for my brother, and I got the worst punishment ever. I didn't get my ass whooped. I got everything taken from me. And I was 6 years old. I didn't know,
Hmm.
like, shit. I thought that I was doing something for him. I always protected my brother. People don't understand that. Like, I never wanted him to get in trouble. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He did crazy things when he was young. And yeah, he took a damn mouse and he was trying to raise that John. And that John escaped and I got bit. First time ever. She had to take me to the ER. But before she took me to the ER, she took us to the pet store.
Mm.
I was dead. I was like, yo, from that day, yo, seeing what happened to him, you know what I said? Never will I ever steal. Because I didn't
Right.
steal, but I covered. That was embarrassing. Like I really thought they was gonna lock my brother up. Like I cried. I begged the security guard. When somebody gonna tell me they was just trying to show your brother a lesson. He's not a real officer. He can't take your brother. That was the first time ever. I was like, y'all woke me up this young. I'm asking questions.
Yeah.
Like yo, but it was a lesson learned though, for real, for him and for me.
Commander said a mice is fine. She said, but a rat is.
Ugh, brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
She said the rat said, "E, brother,
The rats
E."
are disgusting. You seen the rats? Yo, I see them every day out here in Philly. They come out the sewers.
What up, Easy? I don't even know how to say that name. I'm gonna lose cool points trying to pronounce that.
Easy did it.
Oh, I can't even see it. I just see. Yeah, I can't see right now.
It's a
It's about
hyphen
that
in there.
time. Yeah, it's about that time. I'm looking like easy. Easy. What up,
Using
though,
word
Ease?
funny as shit.
I'm sleepy. That's what it is.
And
But
we in the same boat.
the wife off tomorrow. I don't know. I want to do that show. I just got to make some slides. That six
What
six
show?
six because I'm gonna break it down a couple different ways. I'm gonna talk about the nine ether. When we talk about six
Okay.
six six, when you was talking about electrons, protons, and neutrons, I was gonna
Yeah.
break it down, but I need time because I got to get the is other doctrines outside the Bible because the Star of David is actually a representation of 666 too.
That's what I was trying to learn. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I haven't. I've uploaded some videos and some articles and stuff like that about the carbon. What was it? The carbon.
Yeah,
I've
the
asked
base.
about it before.
Yeah, like what people will say 666 mean melanin. It don't. It means carbon. Uh that's how you know I'm sleepy. That's the elemental compound of carbon. 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons creates carbon. Carbon is the base element of melanin. Like even on the bottom of the spaceships, you see how it's all black.
Yeah.
That's because it's synthetic melanin. So when they go out of space or when they go into the upper atmospheres, that it won't burn. It absorbs the heat. Sunscreen is a synthetic melanin. It does the same thing melanin does. It don't block. It actually absorbs the sunlight. Um, so yeah, that's what melanin do. Everything on this planet has a form of melanin. White people, their hair is their melanin is in hair, and you have
No,
internal
I didn't know
melanin.
that.
Yeah, all people have internal melanin too. Your organs and all that is they call it melanocytes. I forgot the biological name for it, but your organs and all that has melanin. So everyone has melanin. It's just black people have uh, melanin, pigment melanin, have it outside. But see, some black people sunburn, and now we talking about the ethers because just because a person black don't mean they absorb sun. Some black people burn, and that's because of their ethers. And an easy way to understand what ether level you on is by your hair. You know, coarse
Hmm.
hair, like when we talking about, is 9 ether. So coarse hair is the ninth. So if your hair curl at the end, that's a 9 ether. If it curl at the root, that's a 6 ether. And then
How's
you
that?
go below 5. The straight hair is 1 ether. Like people with straight hair don't curl or nothing. It's just straight is 1 ether. So even when you're talking about the ether, you see white people with curly hair. A lot of them be like Irish and stuff like that. That's because
Yeah.
they come from melanated people. A lot of
Mm,
Irish first Irish people were melanated.
that's
So
crazy because all my kids got curly hair, and
yeah,
I got wavy hair on the top, and then on the back, it's like on the top is real wavy, but once it starts getting towards the middle of my hair, it's curled up all the way down. That's weird.
the ethers is showing your hair. That's why they tell black people don't cut your hair. They antennas to the universe. They're talking about the ethers. So if you ever hear people say, that's why people grow locks and stuff like that. That's the antennas. But you can absorb. They try to weaponize it. The army doing studies on it for defense. Yeah, read the book of Enoch. I read the book of Enoch probably 17 times, and I listened
I'm
to it
still
like
on it.
four.
I'm still
Oh,
on it.
you
But
got to make sure you got the book of Enoch. If I think if you buy the book of Enoch, I believe they give you all. Um,
I think I ordered two from Amazon. I gotta look on the box outside.
yeah, because it's not just one book. It's actually
No, it's a couple. I think I don't know. I got two
yeah,
of them. I think, and I
yeah,
ordered them
it's
from Amazon. So I don't know.
yeah. So yeah, the book of Enoch is deep. It's dope. All of it but this when it comes to all that, it's stuff older than that. All those stories come from stories that's older, that's more ancient. So after you learn that, then you'll start seeing the correlations with some of these other stories, like even the Greeks. Greek mythology came before Christianity or Hebrewism.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying. I saw Enoch and other history, other
yeah,
stories that involve history. I don't know if you understand. I'm trying to say it,
yeah,
but I don't know the proper words for it. See, that's why I don't speak a lot on this because of how I speak, my lingo, my slang, everything. So I will
Well,
confuse the crap out of people.
a lot. You have to think about this. The people in that time wrote about that time, so you will see historical facts in mythology. You will see like there was really a town where people marched around singing and the walls crumbled. You know that really happened, like in history. When they talk about the walls of Jericho falling, that really happened in history. You'll see different things like they was really crucifying people in history. They was really nailing people to the cross. So a lot of these mythologies or theologies have historical facts embedded in them. That's what make them believable, you know. Um, but
Facts.
they, but this is my thing with that. This is my
Come
whole
here, boy.
thing. Any way you want to place it or put it is still someone's perspective. Someone still wrote it from their perspective. So it's good to acknowledge it and use it for awareness. But ultimately, we talking about something over 2,000 years ago. Like times have changed, so a lot of that stuff won't even apply to today's society. Um, and a lot of it, people don't even practice anyway. They just read it, learn it, and they don't practice it, so it's useless. Any information that's not utilized becomes useless. I mean, so I don't even that's why I don't even be trying to get in debates with people because it's like if the people practice it, they don't need to talk about it. They know the benefits of it. Like when you ask
Facts.
most people about God, they give you a description of God from a book. They don't tell you about their own personal experience. They telling you some stuff they read in a book. So that's not even your experience with God. That's someone else's perception that you regurgitating to me. I'm straight.
You ain't lying though, for real, for real. But see, me, I don't know a lot about religion, and I didn't start getting into it until I got pregnant. No, I mean I'm not into it. What I'm saying, I'm saying it all messed up. I don't have a religion, but I learn about different religions. You see where I'm coming from? So I don't take nothing wrong. I just want to learn. That's it. But me personally, I don't think I'm ever going to be a part of a religion. Never. It
Easy
feels like
did
I'm
it.
going to be tied up if I ever join one. I don't want to be tied up to a certain thing, a certain, I don't know if you understand me. I want to be free. Like, I believe in God. Nothing more, nothing less.
There go Gary. There you go. So Easy did it said, do you think we were genetically modified by another superior race? Um it's
Hmm,
like
that's a tricky question.
I mean do I think it's a possibility, right? I mean we wasn't here, so honestly I don't know, but do I think it's possible that could have happened? I mean, to me, it make more sense than that happening than man climbing or becoming from an amoeba to a fish to a monkey and to a man. I will believe we got tinkered with because of biology, uh, more than I will believe I came from a fish. That I don't believe. I ain't come from no damn fish. I ain't come from no monkey neither. I ain't got no, that wasn't me. That
They
wasn't me
think
or
we
my
part of
people.
Dragon Ball Z.
Mhm. Oh yeah, Pig. Hey,
Yeah.
Easy did it. Did please do. I enjoy that. I really do. I really do enjoy it. But it is like that theory. I'm not gonna say yay or nay because, like I said, I don't know, and I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I do know. There's a lot of stories, like a lot of spiritual practice. Like the Hindus believe that, the Buddhists believe that, the Kemetic believe that, even you might as well say the Bible believe that. I mean, is the book of, I mean, when you talk about the Sumerian text, they believe that the Anunnaki, you know, I just have questions, and like, where's this race of people at now who tinker with us? Like, did they die off? Did they just say, fuck y'all crazy, we leaving? Like, where did they go? And
Hmm.
they probably got evidence of it and just not look, man. I know certain things for a fact. They know things that they will never tell everyone. They know things because knowledge is power. So it's a lot of information and historical facts that's withhold. So I'm not saying that the truth ain't somewhere, you know. But what I'm saying is like I just got questions, and with the questions, I think we can come to a conclusion. So I would want to know where these people at. Yeah, I actually have. Ever see cremated dust too? Yeah,
You
freaky.
have?
Yeah.
I'm not a.
Um,
I got a microscope. Y'all got me curious now.
yeah.
I really do got a microscope. So
Yeah. I got two. I just bought my son one, but I got two like professional ones. But no, we
yeah,
did
they
that
send
in
me.
school when I was in college. We
They
did
send
that.
me them. You know how my son is homeschooled.
Hmm.
They send me them. They send me the microscope and all the little pieces for him to do little science projects here at home and stuff like that.
It
I'm saying
looks
like
like
I
the
call it science, but I think it's another name for that.
what?
When
Um,
you use the microscope, I think it's more than science
it
now.
it depends. Microbiology, biology.
See,
You use it for different forms of
yeah,
science,
cause see
but
the little book that came with it says biology. So yeah, I
yeah,
think it's more than science.
yeah. I think we look when we looked at um the remains of a cremation. I think that was in microbiology when we did that, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It man, looking at the cell of an acorn, that shit was freaky. It's like, man, we think we know things, we don't know a goddamn thing, man. I'm telling you, it's so much, it's so much, it's so much that the the universe offers that we don't like. When people talk about flat Earth, man, look, I ain't trying to lead a planet, so I don't really care about none of that.
We said
It's
I ain't
like
trying to leave the planet.
I'm just being real, man. Now, if I was interested in traveling out of space, then that would matter, you know. But for me, I ain't trying to go nowhere, you know. I ain't even. I mean, I travel outside the United States to visit, but I ain't even trying to do that. I'm straight.
Wait, does it look like the universe? Since y'all have already seen it, I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah. Hey, did you know what's
What does
crazy?
the universe look like? I mean, I don't mean to, sound slow or nothing, but does anybody know what the universe kind of look like?
Well, I say it from the pictures they show us. Um,
Okay.
and like if you look at the a dissected eye, like they had an eyeball cut in half, it looks
Oh
similar.
shit.
Yeah, that shit look freaky.
So do we come from the universe?
I mean, everything is so above, so below. Everything is connected. You know, everything is a
Hmm.
reflection of the internal or the whole. You know, um, and so within, so without, and so above, so below. So everything is connected, divine oneness. You know, so everything is going to be a reflection. That's why we share genetic traces from bananas and shit like that. Like how we gonna have genetic traces from bananas? So
That was crazy when you told me that. And you wasn't lying though. I googled that
mm,
shit. I was saying like, what the fuck? It make you
mm.
think though, because if you look at it, it's like they do scientists be experimenting with spliced DNA. You know what you call that that hybrid stuff. There's a certain name for them things, right? Damn, I can't even get it right now, and that's because I'm not researching it. I don't got stuff in front of me.
No, describe it. I probably.
No, yeah, it involves spliced DNA and all that shit. Remember ancient, what is it? Ancient Egyptian time. Allegedly, they
Oh
used
yeah,
to mix
they
animals
they
and
creating
humans and
hybrid.
all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they just creating
So it's kind of
hybrid
like,
species. Um, Genetic modification.
there you go. I'm like, there's a name for that.
Yeah, it's I mean, humans do it. There's different races. You know, people. That's like mating somebody that's tall and short. You know, or mating somebody
Yeah, but
white
you
and black.
can't mate
Get
a
a whole
human
new
and a
species.
you can't mate a human and an animal and have a hybrid. I don't think you could do that for real.
Man,
Like,
I don't put
like
nothing
you see where I'm
past
coming
science.
from?
I think it's
Like I feel
certain.
as though that's something made in a lab. Like you would have to mix the DNAs for that,
Yeah,
for something like that to happen.
you have to um because like even humans, right? Some humans can't have babies with other humans because the embryo, as the egg get fertilized, the body will kill it. The female body will kill it. If the sac don't form over the embryo, it does it automatically because anything that's put in your body that's foreign, your body has a natural defense mechanism and it'll send white blood cells to destroy it. So it's some people who have to get shots that creates I don't want to say a film, but it creates like a barrier because naturally a body will make the barrier, but because of the difference in DNA, the body won't create the barrier and the body will kill the embryo. I forgot what blood types can't mix, but you can Google that and look it up, but it happens naturally.
Yeah.
So if you mix in the animal's DNA with a human, you would have to modify it you can so the egg can be fertilized. Not only fertilized, but it'll be protected in the womb. But then, like I don't know. I ain't playing God. I'm straight. I let God come through me, but I ain't trying to be God. I'm straight.
It's like when my daughter was inside me. That when I they did the emergency C-section and stuff like that, and she was born with something. I forgot what it was. Right? They said because my blood and her blood cells were fighting each other. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, how could that happen? I've given, like, this is my
Yeah,
third time giving birth. Like, how can a baby inside of me, how can my blood sit here and fight my baby?
right.
Like, but she was trying to explain it. She's like saying about the positive and the positive. It's like two batteries. I'm
Yeah,
like, huh? But she lost me on that. Like, but I never thought about it researching it. But how is it possible, right?
it's a foreign body. I mean, that's the easiest way to explain it. It's a foreign body,
This
but
is,
if it's not adaptable, like if the blood types are not even if they close, if they so it's probably like A B and like a
yeah.
B positive. Like so you probably
Um,
had like two components and one component, and one is more dominant. So
she
um
has her father's blood type. I know that for a fact.
yeah, yeah, women usually get their father's blood type and men usually get their mother.
No, they both get it. It doesn't matter if that's what the doctor was explaining to me. It doesn't matter if it's a girl or boy. The genes come from the dad.
The blood type
When
gene.
they broke it comes straight from the dad. The moms don't give it. That's why I was like, wait,
I got my
what? That's why I was
yeah,
like, wait,
I got my
all
OG
the
blood
genes come
type.
from the dads, like
No,
whether
that's
it's a
not.
boy or a girl.
No, you
That's why I was like,
you
wait,
the genetic the chromosomes you get 22, 23 from each parent, but the genetics, the genes, whoever's more dominant, whoever has the most dominant gene, because I got a lot of my
mm,
mother's genes and my father. I look like if you look at me and my father favor a lot, but if you look at me and my mom next to each other, you'd be like, nah, they're all twins. But
yeah, you're
because
right though, cause
with me and my dad, it's the dominance. Like if she,
so
I, I know, well,
damn,
what
that
is
means
that
both men
called?
I've been with got a dominant gene because all three of my kids look just like their dads. They
Yeah,
feature me, but they look like them straight up. Especially when they
yeah,
were young, as they were growing up. Both my boys, like it's crazy how both of them, like you look at one and one looks like their dad when he was younger, and the other one looks like their dad when he was older. I'm like, this is crazy, but they both
yeah.
look just like him. It's like a
That's
split
how
personality of him.
that's how a lot of my like all my brothers we look like my dad. But then when you look at us, we look like our moms too. It's weird. Like even
Hmm.
my kid's yellow. Both of
He
them
said they
came out
yellow.
yellow. I call them mango and banana. But yeah, I guess he. Bro, I
No,
tell you,
I'm
I talk
laughing
shit all
because
this.
my kids yellow. I got one vanilla ice, one caramel, and one, chocolate fudge over here.
Man, I talk shit all day to my kids, to my wife, everybody. I call them banana and mango. Both of them yellow, but my daughter got a lot of my genes. My son got a lot of my wife genes. Like He got my smile and everything, but his hair texture is like my wife. Um, his build is like mine. He got like I got weird. Like I got this, but I didn't know. Like me, my dad, my brother, both my uncles, we all got this mole on the back of our right. I mean, on the back of our left shoulder, and he got this spot. And I asked the doctor what it is. She said it's gonna form a mole. And I showed her mine, and I said my dad. She said, yeah, it's genetic. So he got a lot. He got his birthmark is where mine is at. That shit weird. His build is like mine. Like my son, he a tank. He 4 years old. He like 63 pounds. He like 4'3", 4'4". His back,
Dang, he
you can
tall.
already if he like his muscles in his back. He got muscles in his back already. Like his back
How
is
old is
like
he?
4.
And you say he's what?
He's 63 pounds. I think he
No,
like
no, no, no,
four
no, no.
three.
His height.
He
Four
like four.
three,
Yeah, he like 4'3".
4 feet.
Yeah.
My daughter's 7 and she's 4'5".
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
He built like a this this lady.
That's I'm like, wait a minute, he tall
Because
as
I've been
shit.
because I've been training with him since he was 2, like wrestling with him, um, and teaching him how to fight since he was 2. But he went to this. We was at this. It's like a little playhouse thing, right, where the ball pits and stuff at, and he was playing with these balls, right? And you throw the balls and you hit the little thing on the TV or whatever. But he had 2 balls, and the boy took them from him, and my son hip tossed him, like he hip threw him. He was like, "Give me the," and flexed him like boom, and took the ball. And the lady was mad. She was like, he's too big to be doing. I said, my son is 4. She was like, her face got big. She was like, he's 8. My son is 8. And I'm like, yeah, you got a little kid.
We got normal kids, nigga. You
Mhm.
related to the Giants, yo.
like like one of my nicknames is they call me Kaboom, so they call me Boom Boom. So they call
You
my
tall
son
as
Bam
shit.
Bam. Oh, I'm only 6 foot.
Shit.
I'm actually one of
You
the
tall.
yeah, I'm a little bit I'm like 6 foot and a half almost.
So
Almost
your
six
son
foot.
could be as tall as you or probably taller than
They
you.
yeah, they estimated me to be 6'5". I don't know why I stopped. I think I stopped growing because I started lifting heavy weights.
Or you was smoking along the line. They say the smoking stops the growth.
I wasn't even smoking. No, not in
Oh,
high
then
school.
nope.
No, I wasn't even. I
Oh,
think it
okay,
was
yep,
the
you're right.
they told me because I was lifting. I was lifting over 300 pounds when I was 15.
But that
I used
shouldn't
to
stop
lift.
your growth. If anything, it
I
should
don't
help.
know. I stopped going up and I started getting thicker because I was 6 foot. I was probably about a buck 40 my
Could it
freshman
have been
year.
your diet?
No, I used to eat because I played football, so I used to eat.
That's what they was telling my son. Cause
Yeah,
he's like, yo, why did I stop growing? He's only 14, right? He's like, everything's going to the side, mom. I was like, cuz, son, like, no matter what, at the end of the day, is like, I, I don't think y'all need to be eating so much. I think more like when y'all work out and stuff, I think y'all should put into y'all bodies more fruits, more healthier stuff than,
oh,
I don't know what you was eating back then. That's what I'm saying. Like, was it your diet? How was you eating back then? Because I know when
it.
we in high school,
When I hit, I was eating good, like healthy up until my senior year. Then I got lazy. I started eating
see,
like too hot, but I was trying to bulk up by then. Then I was trying to get
you
bigger
sound like him.
because
Oh my God.
I was probably about 225. I was trying to get up to like 240. I used to eat like 2 hot and ready's before the football game. I eat like 5 double cheeseburgers, man. And I would never I never had a stomach up until now. And this is I
Oh
can't
man.
stand this shit. I get out and
No,
work and walk, like I can't
because
do it.
these kids be going outside, right? And they be playing and they come home. They don't want no fruits. They don't want no salads. I'm hungry. They want a home cooked meal and they'll eat that all day. Like rice, beans, chicken, a steak, mashed potatoes. Like I have to cook for them. And if I don't
Yeah.
cook, they'll go order out. I'm saying, I'm like, is y'all serious? Like, we gotta eat, mom. We playing basketball, we're working out. And then he keep asking me, is you gonna put me in the military yet? I was like, damn. He's like, I'm serious, mom. That little young boy. He's like, I'm tired of being out here. He's like, I want to do something real. I want to help out.
I mean, I wouldn't. There's other, options, but I mean, it can be
Well, he
good
comes
too.
back to that. He keep coming back to that. Like I be trying to put him in different things over here. He's tired of this whole community, this whole area, how everything is. But it's like
You
I
just
told him
want
I
to
had to have
go.
a conversation. I'm like, where do we go, baby? Everywhere's the same.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, it's the same thing. Might be a little different, the scenario might be a little different, people might be a little different, but it's the same situation going around everywhere.
I ain't never leaving Michigan, man. I love Michigan. I done been around. I've been to a lot of places. It's just I don't know. Like this
I might
is
move like to a nicer area. That's it. Like, but everywhere's the same crap. Like even in the nice areas, you still go through some stuff here in Philadelphia. I've seen it. I've heard it. Like I be in these meetings. Like you be seeing them people from the nice areas in them meetings too.
I
That's why I
love
was
the
like,
air
yo,
the area I'm in now. Like I'm at peace with it. There's some cool people around me. So yeah, I would love to stay in this area, but we need a bigger house. So we only got like 1,400 square feet, but I got a basement too. So I ain't even counting the square footage. So it's room, but my old house I had like 2,800 square feet. So I'm used to like big houses. And they don't really cost that much here. I mean, 300,000, you can get a nice size house. So
what's crazy is I was thinking about like I'm tired like living like in houses like this, and I've been saying it for a while. I want to save up, and there's nicer parts in Philadelphia where it's probably a little more out of Philadelphia, but get some land, own some property,
hmm
and just move into it. That's what I want to do. Like there's places out, but it's not in Philadelphia. It's a little further out, but it's still. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
yeah, yeah. I'm from
It's still a
Pennsylvania,
part
so
fully, but it's weird.
yeah, I
I
got
don't know how to.
people to stay in Philly. So I mean, I've been there
So
a couple times. Yeah, I got
that's my
people to
idea.
stay.
Like my daughter was so excited earlier when she saw, a little. They have like little community gardens around, right? And that's where I went earlier to meet up with the people that I'm going to meet up with on the 26th. And the community garden. They got a couple places around the area, and there was this one section where they got these roosters. And she was so hyped. She's like, "I want some." I want. I'm like, "Yo, you just want a whole farm." I was like, "I gotta get some land because you into gardening. You're into all this stuff. I don't want to kill that. I want to keep that energy in her."
Yeah. Like I told my wife, she said she wants some chickens. I said I want a goat. So we got to move. I want a goat. I love goats, man. They cool ass animals. They chew every fucking thing, but they cool animals. And I want some hybrids. I want some wolf mixed with huskies.
Mm,
We in Michigan, we need at least 5 acres for that. So um, it's a goal. We was about to move into a nice big house before we moved here, but we had to help her pops out. We ain't have to, but that's fam.
yeah, I
So
chose to.
make it do what it
Yeah.
do. Yeah, and then because her mother just passed away, and then her dad, he wasn't, uh, he was struggling with it. So, and then he was older too, so he
We'll
wasn't
do
like
that.
paying the bills and came over. I thought like the electricity went off. No, he just didn't pay the light bill. So we was like, nah, and the house was, he was letting it go. He was missing his wife. So, and then he passed away not too long after we moved in. So I'm like, man,
That's crazy. I'm in the same predicament. Like, that I was close like a year and a half ago to getting a lot of stuff accomplished. I mean, I could say it's already what 2 years that I've been here since my brother passed away. Yeah, like everything went on that, and I'm starting from zero. Like I've been picking myself up. I'm like I was, accomplishing something. Then I got into this accident. I was like, it's telling me something. I'm doing something, but somewhere along the line, I must be being hard headed. So God is telling me sit down for 1 second and think about what you're doing. You might be rushing into something.
yeah. You leaving me
Real
now,
good.
Commander? Leaving me? Yeah, I ain't gonna be on much longer. I'm gonna try to pop on earlier tomorrow. I'm gonna try to pop on
Don't leave,
early.
Commander. Don't leave, Commander. A tin hut.
Don't leave me, nine. Please stay with me tonight.
Yo, where's
Don't
funny as shit.
leave me, nine. I'm sleepy, man. Wait, we gotta
Yeah,
do that pop the
we should get
balloon
off this.
review. Yeah, man. We Gary, it's your fault, bro. It's your fault. You supposed to come up here and rock out. Rachel was baiting you. You ain't come up here, so yeah. So I'm gonna have some
Yeah, he
fun.
ain't come up today.
Oh,
I was like,
Gary.
damn, man, I missed y'all lives for the past couple of days. I called Gary's live earlier for a little bit. I was like, damn, man, like, come up here and chop it up with a shorty. Like, this the shit I've been looking on here, and
Hey,
let's
hey,
do this
Gary.
shit.
I'm making something just for you, Gary. Check this out.
Oh, shit.
Why? Tell him that it's human nature. Why?
Tell him, Gary. It's just human nature. That's why. Why? Why?
Wait,
Delirium
was
is
Gary
sitting
saying
there.
why?
No, because I always say the most important question you can say is why. And he'd be like, you know what word gonna say? Why? Why? So I started singing it. Why? And I couldn't remember the lyrics last night. My 33
Yo,
brother, what up, though?
What
oh,
happened
he
though?
came up at the end. He funny. All the way at the
What
end, he
happened?
fell asleep on us.
I wasn't asleep.
Did you do your sports
I
show
was not.
tonight?
I sure did not.
That's I
He
was
said, I
looking
sure did
for.
not.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I'm looking like,
No, I ain't do one tonight, man. I had a fake emergency call. I can't stand when people
Oh,
call
shit.
it a fake emergency call. That's annoying.
Gary
I
report to
missed. I missed.
HR.
Who said that, Commander?
Uh-huh.
I thought she was going to bed. Y'all be trying to set me up. Y'all wrong. The two left shoes. Y'all terrible.
Man, if when you watch this replay, I know you gonna be picking my brain, bro. This was a good one. It was a good one, man. I hope I broke it down good. I'm gonna go listen back
Oh
to it.
no, I understand what you were saying. I'm gonna leave. I'm a. Yeah, I comprehend. I
Well, y'all two be
comprehend.
having some great combos up in this joint. I be on here listening, quiet as hell sometimes when I catch the lives. I'm like, yo, y'all make a good team.
It be word be trying to lead me to, so I just follow suit.
No, it don't be me. It'd be that 33 energy. That's Mr. 33 right there. That's why I
That's
love building with. I love building with, bro. You know.
I don't think people really understand what that is. I think we're gonna have to do a live about that together again.
Well,
That's what's going to happen.
yeah, we can definitely do that and just hit it from different angles and then have our interpreter up here. We're gonna need Tay to interpret.
Mhm.
I think that'll be dope.
Facts.
She's definitely missed because I seen that we was throwing numbers out, and I don't think everybody really could grasp what those numbers really mean. So yeah, we missed Tay. Tay for president, 2024.
we'll
Yo,
be we'll be living in a feminist land. I'm just playing. Let me shut up.
oh shit, Tay about to come up
There
here and
you go.
cash word out.
Oh, there's a call. There'll be a call tomorrow. There'll be a
She'll be
call
like,
tomorrow.
she'll call me
And
like,
I'm
"Where
and
you ain't shit."
that's exactly what she gonna say. And then
Where
she was
you
like,
ain't
Gary
shit.
too, and I ain't said nothing.
I get
Always
Gary and
word.
me to be in trouble.
Yeah, word be getting us in trouble for nothing. That's why he's Homosu Yoshi, aka Master Splinter.
Oh man. Well, that's what
Master
man. I
Splinter
mean,
all the time. I'm just saying. That's what he
we
do.
just be having fun, man. We just be having fun. It was damn. What did I wanted? Oh, it was something. I don't know. Was that yesterday I called you or today? One of them days. I think it was yesterday because you
Yesterday.
called me back. and I just forgot what I forgot yesterday. I remembered it, but I forgot it again. I remember I was like, damn, I want to tell Gary. I literally just forgot it. It was on the tip of my tongue, but I remember it when we get off sometime.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all little
I'm always
trips.
looking over the people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all some trips.
Like
I saw my buddy Naga in here. Shout out to Naga.
Yeah, shout out to Naga. I was hoping. I don't think I put the thing up there. He probably didn't know the link was on the community wall. I wanted him to
Yeah.
come up. I keep forgetting to put that, but I'm getting old, man. Y'all gotta remind me of stuff.
Look at this guy. He talking about he getting old.
You
I
ain't
had
50
brain
yet.
surgery. I had brain surgery.
That don't make you old.
I know,
It
but it
just
made
takes
me look. I got a built-in excuse to forget shit because they got a straw. Y'all ain't see that, bro. Look, Rachel, you ain't see the straw in my brain. Hold on.
Oh Lord, try to show the straw. Oh
Look,
my God.
this is an X-ray of my brain.
Oh, he gonna show the X-ray again. He funny as shit. I had
Mhm.
to look
I
for the
got
straw the last time.
yeah, I got a little straw in my brain. I'm all wired up. I'm mic'd up.
I
I see
definitely
the straw.
enjoy the
Yeah,
conversations with,
you know.
and I definitely know how it can be.
Who listening to
Right?
Lady Shay? She
That's
live
what I
right
was gonna
now?
say.
Yeah,
Definitely make that choice.
she live.
And sometimes
She
Oh,
about to
let's
get
go.
off though.
Nah,
need
She about to.
let's go. I want to go Raider.
and
Not go
He
over
said,
there.
better
Yeah, I know.
food is another thing.
I'm everywhere.
So yeah, to
We on
I was
I'm
getting
Lock
ready
here.
to ask
too.
if she was on the panel. I'm like, where's she at? I'm like, I hear her, but what the
Yeah, we on Lock
somebody had me
too.
tripping on the joint.
What is he talking about? Dr. Umar. Everything on but. Oh, he got my girl in the thumbnail. Tay wanted me to debate her. What's her name?
Candace?
Queen, the queen.
Yeah, the queen. That
Because
queen
I know
lady.
that's the only one she don't like.
No, she wanted me to debate that queen. Is it Queen Maker or something like that? Whatever
Oh,
that
it's
lady
another
name.
one.
Yeah, she a
Where
feminist.
Tay at?
Tay sleep, y'all. Tay sleep, y'all.
There you go.
Man.
There. Look, she set that up. She threw that nigga softball. He swung right real hard.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's Queen Priscilla.
Queen Priscilla. That's her name.
Oh, I don't know. I might check her out. Wait, what's why debate her? Wait, what she do?
Cause she got some weird ass. Respect to her. Cause she is a very intelligent lady. Um, it's just like I don't know. It's just people arguments kind of maybe weak. She just feel
Oh,
like men are not capable of love. She say stuff like that. She
oh,
say,
she one of those.
yeah, man, naturally men, uh, all they do is think about humping on women. I'm like, come on now, man.
Not
We
all men
talking
are
about
like that.
nah, it's the maturity factor. If you take anything from its base, it's gonna be raw, animalistic. Even women, you know. Why do you like think about this? Like I don't care what I will debate anybody on that. Women just be just as horny as men be. They be just as horny. Why the hell y'all got all these damn toys if y'all not? Y'all got all these ways to deviate from a
Yeah,
natural way
I'm
of
sorry.
sex. I'm just saying they you don't want to admit it, but they are. Women are just as horny. That's why they open their legs for
Yeah.
men in exchange for love. They want it just as much. But I mean, I'm not saying every woman like that, but I'm saying women, the species of women, they want it just as much as the men. That's why they give it up the way they do.
I mean, a
So I
lot of
mean,
women do. I mean, I've
that
always asked that question, right? How can you have sex with somebody when there's no chemistry? You say this person is ill, this person is dead, right? How can you have sex? I mean, I've always asked that question. I'm different, and it's because of my past. Like, you have to understand my past to understand my way of thinking. And to me, sex is not the first thing in my mind. Like, there's been jokes that people have had their head in the gutter, and I've been late to the game. Like, wait, what? Lost in the sauce, and I've caught on late as shit. Like, oh shit, like that's what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I be slow to when people be talking about sex jokes and all that shit because it don't be in my mind. It really don't. But a lot of that has to do with my past. Just kind of like I just don't understand, and I do ask certain questions, like why is it so important to you?
I don't want to switch this back, but
Not to
I
you,
do.
but
Oh no,
I'm saying.
I want it because I got you on the panel and you actually inspired this. You was on a panel one day. I don't know what panel you was on. I think you share stream, and you was telling people, you was telling dudes to stop saying pause,
Oh
right? And
yeah,
it,
like I don't understand this pause thing unless you know that the
man,
person is gay, but
no, even
but it
then,
wasn't the pause that bothers me, is that now they're starting to say the that was on the panel. Yeah, that was on the panel with the person that I'm not going to co-host no more. But um, it's like I wish people would stop saying pause no diddy. Like as
uh,
females, we're not going to think that y'all men are going to sit here and abuse somebody. Or, like that's not the first thing that comes to our minds and stuff like that. The pause is passable because you never know if there's
no,
a
it's not.
man that.
No, no, no. I want to stop you right there. I don't. I do mean to interrupt
Okay,
you, but that's
that's why you're
bullshit.
saying
And
it.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you saying pause, you're thinking of some. What you're. That's why you saying pause. You can say, well, what other people think. You're still
Uh-huh.
thinking about other people thinking about gay. So it's still gay stuff in your mind.
Oh,
Any way you
okay,
want to
okay.
say it. I can sit up here and say, hey man, this stick over here is hard. I'm not gonna say no pause because I'm talking about a hard stick. Now, if you take
Facts.
that anyway, that's you. That's not what I'm talking about. You thinking about that. You have a deviant mind. That's your perception. That's you that's fucked up. Then not
Yeah, that's
me.
why I want
I'm
more
talking
men to
to
speak up.
yeah, man, that shit weird. I ain't never did it, and I never. And when dudes do it, I'd be like, I don't even want to have a conversation with this person because I don't know. They thinking about some gay stuff the whole time we
Because
talking.
I never hear my baby pop say pause like that.
Man, ain't
You see
nobody
where I'm
saying.
coming from?
Yeah, man, ain't nobody about to do that
Like, so it's
shit.
like I do ask the question on social media, why is it being said a lot? And it's being said here on social media a lot, not here outside in the real streets. So I do ask, like, why? Why do I hear a lot of men saying it? Like, it's a shame they got our men saying this.
And like people, like I don't understand people comprehend. Any way you want to put it, you got gay stuff going in your mind. If you saying pause, you're thinking about it. Even if you
I'm
thinking
glad
about
another man
somebody
is
else
saying it.
thinking about it. Even if you think somebody else is thinking about it, you're still thinking about it. So if you
So
don't
I'm not
mean that,
tripping.
no, if you don't mean that, then you don't need to say that. If people
All right,
take what
facts.
you
So I'm
say
not
out of
tripping.
context, that's them. That's the way they think. That's the way they process things. If I say something about a ball and you think it's something sexual, that's your deviant ass, not mine.
Hmm.
That's something wrong with you, not me. I'm talking about a damn ball and you want to turn it into something that it ain't. Like no, how immature and it be grown ass men and they 50 saying this. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm glad another
Pause.
man is saying it because there's only a few saying it online. So I was thinking it was starting to be a norm now. Like,
Hell no.
No, it's been a norm.
you see where
They've
I'm
been
coming
doing that.
from? Like,
Oh,
because in my reality out here in this world, the only time I ever heard a man say when he was around a gay person out here in the streets, like, wait, pause, I don't want you to think the wrong way. You see where I'm coming
Man,
from?
I don't care what nobody
But
think.
other than that, no, I've never heard nobody really say it. You see where I'm coming from? Like, no, and there's a few people that say it, but they young when they say it. So I don't know if
Man,
you understand where I'm coming
that
from. Like,
shit.
no,
so
man.
That's
I'm still gonna ask, why are you
No.
saying pause at every part of our conversation? I've said it. I've said it to everybody that says it. I've asked the question like, why are we pausing every time you say something, or I say something, or someone says something? I'm gonna ask. I'm curious because I wasn't
They
thinking
got
in
ill
any type of
thoughts.
way or form.
They got ill
Yeah, I mean, I'm
thoughts.
sorry, I have to break it down a little more so people can understand. Yeah, I'm thinking the same way the word like I'm gonna ask the question like why are we pausing every time? Like can we continue with the conversation?
Well, that's just the man. That's just the man. The state of man right now. They worry about saying no homo, but they can't tell a nigga that they love him. Excuse my language. Word.
Oh shit.
That's
I'm sorry.
that's annoying to me. That's annoying to me. I can't stand it. It's very
That's crazy.
frustrating.
I
You
mean, I
yeah,
don't know.
worrying
man.
about no.
Everybody's doing it now on social media. In the streets, we're not doing it. Like I said the last
No,
time. So it's confusing
no,
to me why men are doing it
no, no.
here.
They they may not do it in Philly, but they do it in that Apple. I can promise
That
you
Oh
that.
shit,
shit, they do.
that shit suspect. I don't care what nobody say. You thinking
Yeah,
about some
yeah.
anywhere it go, you thinking about that. You can't convince me you ain't thinking about it because you just told me you did by saying pause. We ain't even talking about that. So why is your mind there? Oh, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that because of, no, you make that's an excuse you making now. Now you're justifying your deviantness. That's what you're doing. So
Mhm.
nah, you suspect, bro. You sitting up here thinking about nah, I'm straight. And like even dudes now on this app, I'd be like, man, why is y'all talking about like that shit weird to me, man. Man,
I don't know
what is that
people, so
channel?
it's like,
Man, it was this
uh,
channel. This dude was telling this other dude how he should talk to women in the bed. And I'm like, bro, y'all fucking weird, bro. Y'all are
I mean,
really
I see.
weird. You online imagining you talking to a woman while you having sex. You grown as hell, bro. What is wrong with you? Like, nah,
More
bro.
funny.
Like, nah, bro. I don't know where these dudes are built at, but they need to stop production because that shit is weird, bro. Like the stuff going on today, bro. I'm dead serious, man. They need the whole productions. No, don't produce no more of them type of that model is bad. Like, no, stop making those. You fucking up the
I'm
world.
dead.
Like, nah, bro. Ain't no like we and these the people having kids and they get their kids saying pause and you man, now you wonder why everybody confused. No, that's suspect. Every time I hear
I
a
was
person
just
say
asking.
pause, bro, what is you why do you
But
keep
see, it's
thinking
worse now. It's Doe Diddy. Pause, Doe Diddy. I'm like, why would anybody
Yeah,
think that you're talking like that or you're going to, why would anybody think that you're, going to do
and that's not
something in a
new either.
way, shape, or I mean, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm trying to break it down so I
No,
don't offend
no,
people because
you
it
saying it
seems like
right,
my
but that's
words
not
and my
new.
opinions offend a lot of people on social media lately. I don't know what to fucking say no more. Like, I'm just asking questions.
No, you got to continue to be yourself. You just got to know who to be yourself around. That's just the way it goes. Because
yeah.
people's
Like,
never going to
I'm just
understand
confused
you
with
for
people.
who you are. Don't feel bad because them same people are confused about themselves. They don't know what they want to
Because
do
I
with
don't think
themselves.
that you're like Diddy. Like, I would never think, like, me and we're having a conversation, right? And he'll say, pause, no Diddy. I'm like, wait, why would you say that? Like, you
Man,
see where I'm coming from?
if you ever hear me say that, come to my address and slap me because that's something going on.
Thank
I done
you.
been come
That's
give
what
me
I'm
an
saying. I'm like,
expert.
I've never heard words say that shit, and I don't ever
I'm
hear words say
possessed.
pause either. And it's
Hell
only a
no.
few men that I do notice that don't say the pause, but it's like almost everybody is saying it now. And I think I'm
But
starting to hear women saying it, but I'm probably tripping. I don't
that's because
know.
they
I don't know about the women. I know men have been saying
No,
pause
I've
for a
heard
minute.
some females say pause, and I don't know why, but I think I don't know. I'm gonna let it slide, and I think I'm tripping. And it's
the
only on
only
social media once again.
the only person who I give a pass to, shout out to Sonny Blanco, because he say no freaky. And he
What
said
the hell is that?
he say no freaky, like because I don't know, but it sounds sweet when Sonny said so. Sonny get a pass. Shout out to Sonny Blanco. He say no freaky, but everybody else y'all weird as hell. Um,
I ain't saying no. I don't even.
I
I ain't
don't
never
say
said none of
nothing.
that.
No, I don't say none of that. I'm not thinking like that. So why do I need to say it? And if you thinking like that, you get your mind out together. I'm straight. That's what we used to
I,
say when people said that. Pause. Like, what you pausing for? Oh, because that sounds sexual. Well, get your mind out together. That's what we
That's
used
what
to
I'm
say.
saying. People
So
think I'm
get
crazy when I say that. That I feel like a lot of people's minds is in the gutter. Like, are we having, conversations, or are we in a fucking porn video? Like, let's make up our fucking minds, real shit. And
but
somehow, some
mm,
way, it's like their head is in that. Like, what is you thinking about if we're talking about this, but now you're sitting here talking about pause? How did it lead to that? You thinking sexual? Because
and
I
that
wasn't.
that goes back to what I was saying. The title. People are that shows their maturity level. There's a lot of grown people here who are sexually immature. all they think about is sex, 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 booty, 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 breast, breast, breast. That's all they think about. You know,
Well,
I'm
they ain't
just
thinking
being
about
real.
that on breast saying that though. Wait a minute, they ain't thinking about no breast talking about no homo. Let's get that out the way. They not. That's not what that is. We gonna keep it 100 here. That ain't what that meant. They know
Ladies,
they got milk and cookie tendencies. That's just the way that goes. I,
Joe,
I'ma say
Word's
it.
been the
I'm
only one that's been honest and brave to answer this freaking question that I've asked all over social media because it's not my first time asking it on that panel. But Word's been the first
nah,
one brave enough to answer that, John, and not be
nah.
because everybody
They got
feels some
milk
type
and
of
cookie
way when I
tendencies.
ask it. But I'm not
I don't.
thinking no sexual type of way. My head's not in the gutter. It's never been in the gutter. So it's like I don't know. I don't go straight to sex when we're having conversations. I wouldn't even think that. That's not the first thing in
That's
my head.
that's a society thing. I promise you. That's
So they be like, "You
I don't even
slow."
want
Well,
to say
let me
where it
be
came
slow
from.
then. Shit.
I've been slow. I've been slow all my life. All my life I had to fight.
all
But
my
yeah,
life
Let me
I,
be
I
slow.
had to fight.
yeah, like I ain't doing that. I told you, I'm surprised ain't nobody said no when I told Word. I tell Word all the time. I ain't got no problem I love you. I ain't got no problem telling no man that. I don't have a problem telling, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying them two words after that. You can't tell me how to feel about a person. That don't mean I want to. No, that don't mean that. It's a genuine feeling. I'm not
Hmm.
sorry that I tell people that. If I love you, I love you. I don't care who it is.
People
So
just
they
weird.
got to get together. They got to get themselves together.
That's why a lot of
Like,
issues are surfacing on social media, like because people's heads be somewhere else trying to do something that. That's why I'm like, yo, these type of things are here. A lot of people can't do conversations.
no, they don't
People
have
say they
the.
want to have conversations, but they can't have conversations because
They ain't equipped. They don't have the social intelligence. They don't have the emotional, nor do they have communication skills. Lady Shay, what up, though? We was about to come over there and bother you. I was just about to come over there and raid you. Um, yeah, I was about to come over there and troll you. I ain't lying. I was about to come over there and pick with you. Um,
Oh, she had a day already.
she did.
She sure did. She was over there tripping. I was in
oh
everybody's
snap.
chat at one time. Chats every day. I was everywhere. I came in. I was everywhere. But
I like Lady
yeah,
Shay. She be so positive though. Like she be really motivated. Like when she talks, she motivates people.
Yeah,
She be
I'm
speaking
trying
some
to.
real stuff though. Like for real, for real. Like I be tuned
I'm.
in sometimes. Like
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to kidnap Lady Shay and put her in Sector 9. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we got Sector 9. We building a sector over here. It's gonna be called Sector
oh
Nine.
shit.
And I'm
oh,
kidnapping Lady Shay.
she
Lady
was
Shay,
talking like today. She was just talking about today about journey and experience.
yeah, because that's the kind of content I want. I want all different types of content, even some
Yeah.
gamers. We need some gamers. Where's Shay
We got
Tool
to
at?
go.
Antisocial. Where
No, I want.
antisocial at?
Uh, that's uh, that's a
Oh,
long story.
okay.
That's a
Oh
let
shit.
me. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I ain't gonna.
B,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a long
we got
story.
We're gonna change the
it's
topic.
BDB.
Yeah,
No,
We're
we
gonna
got
change
BDB.
the
we got B2B. We need more gamers though. We need some farmers. Y'all know some
he
farmers?
said the farmers.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, bro. I want to create
Nancy,
network.
Nancy, Nancy, Farmer Nancy.
I don't, man. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. I don't even think,
yeah.
it be people on here who I be around and they don't. I guess I be incognito because I was around
He
Rachel
said
for a
I be
while.
incognito. I'm
Yeah,
dead.
I'm telling you, I be incognito. I don't think I stand out. Like I don't know. Maybe the way I comment, I don't really stand. I don't know what it is. But I've been around Farmer Nancy for about a year. But like when all the drama stuff started, I kind of pulled back or whatever. But I don't think she know who
Yeah,
I am. And I was surprised because I was watching somebody react, and then when my name came up, I'm like, hold on, bro. They was like, yeah, she be over there with the word. I'm like, damn, how you know me? I ain't never seen you in my chat. Like, hold on, bro. What's going on? Oh, you incognito like me? Okay, cool. You said all good things.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh
Look,
shit.
everybody in the raptures. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta stay out the raptures. Nobody can see up there. Nobody can see that high.
No,
That's
but
the
see, the
problem.
problem is that when you chat in this sector, they people get you involved in stuff that you have nothing to do. You can't even laugh in a chat nowadays.
Yeah, that's
That's what
why I
I'm saying.
don't.
That's why I'm like, I don't get this shit. Like they say they're not for the beef. They're not from no beef sector, none of that. But it's like they want beef. So I'm confused. I'm really confused with these people here. Like, yo, I'm
I,
dead.
I'm
I'm
not.
done.
I'm not. Because it's very simple. We say this over here all the time. Well, let me rephrase that. I say this all the time. Some people's peace is chaos. So
Mm.
that's what they need to thrive. That's how they relax in chaos.
Well, I don't need that shit, so I'm good.
I'm just saying that's how some people days gotta go.
No, not mine.
If they ain't
Listen,
bringing no
man,
chaos, they can't function well. And it's sad. It's very sad.
I'm
But
good.
it is what it
That ain't
is.
my high.
Knock
I'm
out. What
I'm
is?
I'm, I'm naturally high.
What word say?
Oh no, I
His
was
voice
saying
He's
just
knock.
talking
lowered.
No, I was saying what up
knock.
to knock in the chat. My bad.
Hey guys. We in
I
the
would
YouTube streets.
I would tell y'all to hit the link, but I am about to get my butt off. It is 3:35. This
Yeah,
was
He
you
been
dope.
supposed to
said
bring
that
that up.
before, Gary. But Gary
Yeah,
not
because I
gone.
was summoned. I was summoned. I heard my name. I'm like, I'm
You was
fake
summoned an
Beetlejuice.
hour ago.
I'm fake.
I was trying to
Look, I'm
bait
fake
Gary in here the
Beetlejuice.
nice way.
I, I,
I was trying to
I
get
was,
him to get
I,
involved in the conversation while Word was, hot
nah,
and popping.
mm, nah. Word be having it. That's why I don't got to bother Word. I let Word do what he do. As long as somebody's up here with him, he can go.
Yeah,
The
because
problem is when he ain't got nobody up here, and y'all was flowing, so
No,
there's
see,
no need for me to
I
come up.
wanted another man's perspective on perception. See, so I was like, damn, that's why I was trying to bait you up here. Like, yeah, come on, more men need to speak
Nope.
up.
Nah.
I said
It was a male perspective and a female perspective. Nope. Especially
I'm
when
a
Commander don't come up. Nope. Yeah, I ain't
Oh,
gonna
okay,
send me to
okay. You want it
HR.
to be okay. I get it.
I
I
He
get
said,
it.
look,
Wait, Commander, where Commander at? He asking for
oh,
permission
Commander took
to
off.
come over
No,
here,
she
not
took
up here.
off.
Wait.
I tell y'all
So if
this.
Commander don't come out, nope.
I tell y'all this.
Yo,
I'm good by myself for about 30 minutes. After that, if y'all leave me up here, I can't promise anything. I can't. I don't know what's gonna come out my mouth, how it's gonna come out my mouth. I really don't. But it's gonna be
I mean,
real.
you be
It's gonna
doing
be some
good by
sauce.
yourself for a long time. Like I've seen you be doing a lot of lives by yourself, and you be
No,
doing
he be
good on your
trying.
own.
He be
No, he
trying.
does good on his own. Them hour lives, almost 2 hour lives that he be doing by himself, he be doing good.
But they want me to stay out of trouble. They want me not to say it's. I'm censored because I will say
Oh
stuff.
no, no. You ain't
I'm
censored.
censored too, so I understand.
Nah,
Yeah,
he gets that petty time be something. I'ma just tell you that petty time be something else when he by himself.
and then
Nah,
I start talking about throwing midgets and stuff, and then
yeah, what is it? Dragon punch and white
man,
dragons
look,
and
I was teaching them these
Oh,
concepts.
I remember that
Yeah,
one time that donkey kick. What was it?
donkey
Donkey
punch.
punch.
yeah, donkey punch and Hadoukens and all
But
that
look,
Street
but
Fighter talk.
y'all y'all
Oyuki.
learned something new. Then y'all ain't know what a donkey punch was
I didn't know
before
what the
that.
fuck that shit was. I swear
But
to God.
so now, if
I
you ever
still
want
don't
to
know
play,
what it is.
oh, bro,
It's some weird freaky shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's word right there. I'm trying to tell y'all that's
Yo.
word.
Yo, but I ain't
That's
man.
gonna
what he
sit here
do.
and lie. Listening to people on YouTube, I've heard some shit that I've had to Google, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck do people be into on these damn apps?
Nah, Gary, was that you? Yeah, Gary.
Not y'all. I'm saying certain people on social media. Like, yo, people on this John be into some weird shit.
Hold
I'm
on,
like, I
what I
gotta
do?
really Google that shit y'all say?
Gary had the chat going crazy yesterday. Like, what the hell is a lexicon?
Wait, what is a lexicon? What the fuck?
Oh Lord. See, there you go, word. There you go start that.
Nah,
See what I
Gary,
mean?
you presented the concept, so I'm gonna leave it up to you. But he
Oh
was
shit.
saying like I can speak for myself. I'm like a lexicon. So everybody was like, "What the hell is that?" So Gary, somebody broke it down in the chat. I think they start googling it, but everybody was doing that shit.
It was D Shep.
D Shep was like, "I'm gonna make sure every kid know what a lexicon is."
Yo, man, I'm gonna need to start carrying a little dictionary with me when I be watching people on YouTube,
You
especially
need a
on TikTok.
thesaurus,
Yo, TikTok, people be on their lives. Whew.
especially on this channel right here. You on this guy right here? You gonna need
No,
a thesaurus.
the word I be on. Yo, sometimes I have to go to the porch and pull some stuff out. Like, wait, I swear I heard something that he said right here in this book. Like, wait, boom, boom, boom. Which book was it? I'm like, is it A, B, D, C? Which history book?
He be like, nah. What was the word he used the other day? It wasn't hallucin. It was something. I can't remember the word. It was something with an H. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? He said, you don't believe me? Google it. I said, there you go. Thesaurus lexicon. There he go. That's him.
Now I'm
There
trying to
you
remember
go.
what to start with
I
an
mean, the
H.
dictionary is on Google though, for real. Not the old one, but parts of it is still up there.
Yeah, I mean, I go through a couple. I try to learn a new word a day. I've been doing that for like the last 15 years, trying to learn a word a day.
Mhm. What
And
you best don't
sometimes,
say it again. Don't say it again.
I mean, they
No,
got
it's like
apps and
it's like
everything.
now.
That's
I
like
could never get used
Beetlejuice.
to the word glizzy. You know that? Glizzy being a hot dog. When I grew up in the hood, and they used to call, you know what, a glizzy and a blizzy. So I'm like, in a blicky. So I'm like, wait a minute. Now we
Wait a minute.
eating bullets. Yeah, I'm in
A
Philly.
blicky
Like we
is,
used to call it.
yeah,
Now
I'm
you
about to
know what I'm
say a
talking
blicky is
about.
that fast. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. So
Yes,
I
ma'am.
learned
I'm
all
like,
the
wait,
terms
what?
growing up. So I'm like, now y'all saying that a glizzy is a freaking hot dog, and it started
I
since
thought,
2018. I'm like, wait, but then it used to be a football terminology for people. I can't say the word now. For people in Jersey when they used to be at the stadium, was it football, baseball, whatever? I don't know what it was. For when they used to eat the hot dogs in the stadium and stuff like that. But I'm like, wait. First of all, in the streets, a blicky, a glizzy, and a blicky were guns.
yeah, I always thought it was
Mhm.
from when I was
So I'm
little.
like, oh. Then when I
I know
Googled it, the terminology was put in the dictionary since 2018 because of the slang. Now it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, but and
it's
it's
been
slang, hot dog slang, handgun. They say Glock. That's what they call it, Glock.
it's been
Nope.
a hot dog since I was little. I remember I went to Pirate Stadium and the hot dog was called a glizzy. So
I mean,
I don't know.
I've been to the stadium and I never heard, I mean, here in Philly, and I never heard it, been called a glizzy. They call it hot dogs.
I know.
Franks. You see where I'm coming from? Like,
I know they always, but the glizzy, it was, I believe it was like relish and mustard or something. Like it wasn't no ketchup on it. I remember that. If you order a
I don't know
The
what it
glizzy,
blicky,
is now.
blicky is that hammer though. I know that. Get the blicky.
Yep.
That's the hammer.
we call it that
That's
Get
why I'm
thing.
that.
like, what the
Like grab that
fuck?
thing.
Nah, get the blicky. You get the blicky. Get the
That's I'm like,
blicky.
I know them little slang terminologies in the street, but to hear it in food names now, I was like, get out of here.
Like
I'm like,
if
they
you ever
switching everything up on me.
if you ever hear like my mom talk, because I used to name my weapons, and I had a 2.5. I call it little baby, and I had a 4.5. I call it big baby, and then I had a chopper. I call it that bad MF. So if you ever hear my mom be like big baby or little baby or MF, that's what she talking about.
I was like, but I thought Word was about to start rapping or something. I'm like, wait, Word? Oh snap! Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talk. That's yo. The way he just described his mom in a rap song right now.
Uncle L, what up though, bro? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know what? Let me I need some more memberships, so I'm gonna get 5 of them. I'm trying to get
Oh yeah, I
5 more
gotta
memberships from next week, and then I'm gonna start that chakra for the members.
I gotta put some
You know,
money on my PayPal to renew the membership. A PayPal empty.
hold on, you might get a free one. I'm about to do it now. As
Oh
soon as I
yeah,
can
I
find
gotta
the
renew
live.
it. It's just that I use PayPal for certain things here, and I don't, become a member to everybody. I just become a member to certain people. I mean, I don't think I should become a member to everybody. Only the channels I'm really, really interested. Like we talk about topics that are like similar, so it's kind of like, why not? Why not support the channel like that? We got similar topics.
Yeah, I gotta there's a lot of why it ain't doing it. Did it show that I gifted anything? Let me come back in. Oh, I don't know how I did that. I gotta I'm about to start using OBS. So I'm gonna still use StreamYard, but I'm only gonna use it for the um did it give memberships? Nope, it didn't give them.
Yo,
I'm trying.
shout out to BDB. All is a life. That was a blessing today. We was just over there just rapping.
I was listening in. I was trying to put the babies to sleep. That's why I wasn't in the chat, but I shared him out.
Okay.
Man, BDB. BDB made me
No, I
write a
don't know.
poem on site.
But if y'all
Yeah,
leave the link down there when we get off the live, I could probably click on it and check them out.
yeah. His link is Nightbot is dropping BDB link.
Yeah, he on Nightbot. But yeah, he made that train. I had to go New York on it. I just threw that out on site like, all right, dang, Flatbush. Just threw a poem out real quick. Flatbush. He like, damn.
He does
I'm like,
poems.
yeah, I do
Ooh, I gotta
poems.
watch. Oh, you do poems.
You
Damn, I
know I
gotta
do
catch one of
poems.
your lives other way. I
I
can't
So
wrote you
forget.
a poem.
Yo, chill, chill. Yeah, you're right. Damn. Listen, refresh my mind. That's it. Calm down. Wait.
Nah, I
Wait.
wrote,
It's
I wrote you a
it's like
poem. He's like, yo,
3:47 in the morning. I'm in cloud nine, chilling. I'm
look,
like, wait.
look, look.
Okay. We gotta take it back a couple episodes.
That's funny because I think that's when I wrote the poem, like 3:40 something in the morning. You was on late one night. And I
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah. That's why I'm like,
it's like right around the
wait. Give
time.
me time to think. Give me time to think out. I always ask the question, and I think, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Listen, I gotta think, cause I don't bring social media home, so I think I don't, rush into it. So I just ask the question
Oh,
before, like, wait, I
we
gotta
need
think
more
about it,
people
cause it's
to come back.
like,
Don't bring it home. But
no, I
yeah, I
don't. I
did
really
that.
don't.
I won't be surprised if BDB don't clip that. He like that was crazy. I like, yeah. Sometimes
No, I remember that John. That John was dope as shit.
your art inspires my art. And that's what happened with that train. I was like, damn, that train was hot. He's like, what color should I use? I said, you use the New York color. Matter of fact, use the Brooklyn color.
y'all
Use the
should
Brooklyn color.
use
And I
Lions colors.
who?
Lions.
We use
Lions.
Detroit
What's
Piston
that?
color. We we use
Mhm.
Detroit Piston.
Smart ass.
Ain't nobody saying what those lines.
Mhm.
Hakuna
You can tell we're tired the way he talking.
Yeah.
We about to get word off of here. He slick. He got things to do in the morning.
Man, my wife's broke, boy. She off tomorrow. That mean I got work to put in.
Oh yeah, we won't be on till 105 tomorrow.
That's if she let
In the
me come
Ain't
morning.
on tomorrow. Cause it's some movies that she want to catch up on. We don't get date, so we just put the kids to sleep, and that'd be our date night. That
Yeah.
way,
That's
my
that's
mom
un,
can
that's why I be telling you now that you ain't gotta come on all the time now. We got you. We'll
yeah,
we'll,
I'm
we'll
gonna
figure
Those are
start.
the
this out.
best moments.
I'm gonna start doing more uploads, and I think I want to get to the point where I'm really only going live for the members. I want to get to that point. But I'm gonna do certain shows. Like I want to do more Fire and Ice. Um, I want to do that. I want to build the petty vision. So what we was talking about, Spotlight Fridays, where people come on and do the art like poems, or if they got beats, whatever art they do, I want to display that. But I think I want to build petty vision with that. There's a lot of different things we can do over on petty vision because we ain't
That'll be
monetized
cool.
over there. Yeah, I want to, I like networking, man. I want to build a community. Like I want to build on here, and then I want to create a website where you know we can display all the 9% and have our own like network. Take it off of here and put it on our own website, and then that way we get more creative control.
That's not a
That
bad
would be
idea.
nice.
Yeah,
That'll be
Yeah,
we
good.
'cause
If
just
Word
need
could pull that
participation.
off, anybody else could pull that off. Like for real, people saying that nothing positive could be done. It could be
You just
done.
get a man, Atlanta.
you just need participation. That's
Facts.
like it's like people say stuff like this. I hear people complain, ain't nobody doing this, ain't nobody doing that, but they ain't supporting the people who do it. It's like,
Exactly.
I've been consistent almost 2 years now. I've been on here. You don't hear me beefing with nobody, or I don't do none of that, man.
We said the
I
same
try
thing.
to, I try to build people. I've been consistent with that for 2 years now. So you can't say ain't nobody doing it. You can say a lot of people
Exactly.
ain't doing it, but am I getting the support? Even the information I'm giving.
Little by little.
Yeah, yeah, little by little, and I appreciate
Little
that.
by little.
But the people who complaining ain't supporting. They just want to complain. They into that
Shit.
shit. They don't want nothing fixed. They like it broke,
Listen,
and they
since
can
the last
complain
time I
about
got myself involved in some bullshit in here, I listened to the Word and I listened to Nate. That's why I tell people they took me under their wing, right? They be like, "Oh, the Word this." Listen, I don't want to hear what you gotta say because as far as I'm concerned, he's respected me. They've respected me. You see where I'm coming from? But they taught me. Look at how my second page is pulling faster, and I'm still doing positive stuff. I'm still doing the same thing. I haven't changed. I've been doing the same way. But me haven't changed at all. This channel, with their help, is pulling faster. I've been with it, what, a year already since I've been on this backup channel, since I've lost the other one? Peep it. It took me, what, 3 years to get to the other one to get to almost 2,000 subscribers and get people to start, get people like minded with me to get onto that channel. Then the bullshit happened, and, what I said about, what was it that I said that almost got me clapped? I said some shit about the government. The vaccine. That's what it was. I spoke on that. And boom, I'm over here. And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was like, yo, look how much faster listening to their advice my channel's picking up. And I'm getting the audience that I was looking for.
it. And
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
I'd say this too. Like it's a lot of stuff that you don't know about to happen on here with me. But I keep it moving, and I could have
Yeah.
got into the BS, but I'm like, that ain't me. I ain't got it in me. I
But
don't
see,
go
that's
over
not
the
what I
beef and
saw
stuff.
when I met you. I seen something else. So, and you've been consistent with that. So, what everybody else is trying to bring up in the past, that's the past. That's irrelevant to me. I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past.
It
Like
be,
for real. I keep
man,
telling people that shit.
I ain't
That's
trying to be
irrelevant
fun.
to me.
I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but if people just sit down and talk to me, and I'm open for that, like it be misunderstandings, people be making shit up in their head, but it's like it's not that, bro. I'm not on here for. I understand people go through shit, but that's not me. And I
Yeah.
understand. That's why I had these conversations so we can better
Yeah.
interact with people.
And
I
he's
got a
been
high level.
consistent.
I got a high level of social intelligence. Either
He
I'm gonna
said,
rock with
Ray,
you or I'm not. That's it. If I
yeah.
don't rock
He said,
with you, then
Rachel,
I don't rock with you. But I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna disturb you. I ain't gonna say shit about you. I'm just you don't exist to me. If I don't rock with,
that's
that's
a
just how I
fact.
look at it. There's no beef. None of that shit is needed. I got kids. I got a wife. I got a good life, and I ain't crashing out for nobody. Not on no internet.
Facts.
None of that. I ain't got time for that shit. If I want to play, I go play with my kids. I'm good.
No, but
I'm
that's
good.
my thing though. Like you said, Rachel, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm trying to do. And you know what's crazy? It's been what, 2 years already? 2 years and a half. He's been consistent. He didn't start off, trying to show me, oh look, I'm talking positive. I'm trying to build. I want to be a mentor. For a couple of weeks, couple of months, showing me I'm like this, and then change, and this is all beef now. I'm like, nah. He's been the first person that's been consistent. Him, Nate, um there's a couple other people that I watch on here that has been consistent. So I was like, yo, since y'all real about this, yo, then y'all see that this is what I'm trying to do. If what I'm trying to do works out, I want to expand my programs nationwide. I'm just waiting on funds and a location. You see where I'm coming from? So it's kind of like, this is what I was looking for from the gate, and this is what I want to continue to do. I don't want no beef.
And you know what? You go get examples where you can compare and contrast, right? So when
Yeah,
you see the things you don't want, it'll just illuminate the things you do. It'll just solidify the things you do
facts.
want. That's just life. You go get a lot of what you don't want to clarify what you do want, and that's just experiences, man. Like even
Yeah,
me on here, dealing with different people, it gave me a better understanding of what kind of people I want to deal with by dealing with the people I didn't want to deal with. So I mean, it's just
it's
experience
facts.
brings clarity, just how you look at it. Let
You
me
gotta
get
go
my
through
butt off here.
deception.
On my
Real
back.
shit. Oh shit. Let me see. Yeah, let me get off first so that you could shut down the live, right? See y'all next time. Appreciate you for having me up here. And anybody who's watching on my chat, make sure y'all sub up to the word, check him out. And there's always great conversations on this show, man. So next time, word, I'm gonna be in the chat, all right?
Hey, for sure. Hey, you get an IG?
Yeah, I don't be on it like that. I would have to get an email. So
I was
like
I was about to say just I mean I can hit you through
when
the
you send me
Discord.
an Instagram message, what happens is you're gonna get a message, and then like maybe a few minutes later, I'll get an email. I always check my email, so if I see the email, I'll check the Instagram because it's a business
O-
account.
Okay, I'm just saying that because if when I do that
It's
show, I want you to know. So if you want to come up and ask any questions, you know I'm doing that show that day. I just got to
oh
make
yeah, you might
some.
reach
I
me
just
faster
want
through email.
to
I tell
email.
everybody faster. Like I've done the Instagram Johns, but like I don't get it that fast, and giving out my business number has gotten me in trouble. So I'm like, I'll give it to you though, but I'm gonna give it to you on the You got my email?
Yeah, I think I can hit you on Discord too. I mean, that's how we've been messing. I can
Yeah,
hit you on Discord. Yeah, I trust me. I know how I be. I don't.
yeah, because
I
I don't
talk
give
to
my regular phone
everybody.
number out,
Yeah,
but I give out the business account. Like, if we're gonna do business, I don't mind giving you my business number. That's what it's for. It's a business number.
yeah. It's a couple people. But I don't never ask for nobody. You know, if it's an
Because I
alternate
don't
way to
really do the
contact.
behind the scene things. That's why I say
Yeah,
business number. Hey, I'm with it. Like we doing business. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Hey, yeah, we could
yeah.
talk.
We built. With the nine, with Gary, with Tay. We constantly talk. But we talk about content. We talk about life too, man. So that's why I
Yeah, that's what I'm
appreciate the
saying.
nine. Like we really a tribe. It's like family to me, man. So that's why I
I don't let
appreciate
this
them.
facts. I don't let this get personal. Like if it's business, it's business.
Yeah. No, I totally understand, especially through the experiences. I just want to make sure you're available, or
Oh
just in
yeah.
case
I
when
mean,
I
as
do
long as
that
it's for
show.
this, I'm always there, man. As long as it's something positive, yeah. Like you see, I had to learn the hard way recently, which just happened. That's why I'm over here. Like I'm being cautious. But with you, I've known you for 2 years and a half. You've had a couple conversations with my baby pops, so I know you're not gonna sit here
Yeah,
and
I
do
want
that.
to
So
build.
yeah, I'm like fastest way to
I,
reach me is my business number, but I don't really give it out unless we're gonna do business. But this is business, so
right. Yeah, I want to hook up with Bro again too. We had a couple good conversations. Those were deep conversations. I
well,
love
you're
to
gonna
have
see him a lot more
conversations.
often after what just happened.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, bro got a lot of information to offer too. We can do a lot of good builds, you know,
Yeah, he's gonna be on this
especially
joint a lot more.
on some man shit. I like the way he think. We think similar. We got
He's not a social media type of person, so it's kind of
I
like that's why he
wouldn't.
lets me do my thing. So, but after what just happened on the weekend, he just said it. That's we had a deep conversation earlier. He's like, "I'm gonna be more in your lives, especially when there's men on your lives." I was like, "I don't have a problem. I want you to shit. That way, it'll be a duel between me and you, and it'll be better when I have men hop on my panel. It'll be easier."
Yeah, yeah, but let me get my butt off here. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me, man.
All right. All right.
Facts, facts, facts. Oh shit, my alarm just went
Mm.
off. Till next time, y'all. Let me help it down.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
You want to lead the people with something, Gary? I know you ain't really talk about the title, but
Not
you can.
listen. The fact that we are creating a comfort zone to where conversations can be had, whether it's real situations, real life, whatever. We want people to feel comfortable having conversations around us. You know what I mean? We're not trying to provoke, the best of friendships. We just want people to feel comfortable around us, so that way you can be at ease, and whatever bothering you, we could try to build and turn that negative into a positive, pretty much, so you could learn from it. So that's what we do on this side of town, and hopefully we can be a blessing, and you guys will be a blessing to us. But that's all I got to say.
And that's all facts, man. That's what we about. You know, when we say we the 9%, we the 9% of people seeking solutions. You know, that's what the nine represent, solution seekers. So that's what we do. You know, we do it through motivation, education, inspiration, and we have fun while we doing it. So we got a little entertainment. You know, when they let me loose, then I get loose. But ultimately, hey man, we here to build. We here to make an impact, positive impact. Um, the work we do ain't easy. It's not. It's not lucrative at times. It's not entertaining at times. A lot of times, the conversations I have, they hard to have. It's hard. It's tough for people to look in the mirror. You know. Um, so yeah, I understand. Uh, but it's necessary. So I don't really care about none of the other stuff. I do what's necessary. So I see a problem. So I'm gonna be the solution to that problem. If it's popular, if it's whatever it is, I don't really care. I just do it because it's a passion of mine. I like helping people. I like building. That's the stuff I enjoy doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not here to entertain, but we can have fun. But that's not what I do. I'm more of an educator. Um, and guess what? Everybody ain't gonna be able to learn from me because uh, you got to be able to comprehend. And if you can't grasp it, I'm willing to delineate. I'm willing to break things down. But you got to ask the questions for me to do that. So, but I'm here. So don't complain. Ain't nobody trying because I am. I'm trying. That's all I can do. I can offer services. I still got spots open. I got to actually check my email. Um, I don't know how many spots I got open because I think I probably got a couple new people, but it is spots open. So if you know any young man between the ages of 10 and 17 who's interested in learning emotional intelligence, skills to build self esteem and self confidence, I'm offering my services. I can't force you to take them, but I can offer it. That's all I can do. Um, So don't say don't nobody care, because God damn it, I'm trying to care. I'm trying. That's all I can do is try. But with that being said, y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These the conversations to build nation. And if I say anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. Until next time, we's out. I'm not gonna play the music tonight. I'm gonna just dip. We just is out.